There are times when those on the path of spiritual awakening face unexpected resistance, as if unseen forces are working to keep them from their true purpose. For the chosen ones, this isn't just coincidence. It's a sign of something deeper. Spiritual attacks can come in many forms, often subtle yet powerful, designed to drain energy and block progress. But why are these attacks so common for those destined for higher things? In this video, we'll explore the nature of these spiritual attacks and why they specifically target those who are chosen. You'll discover not only why these forces seem to monitor and challenge you, but also how to defeat them and rise stronger than ever before. If you're on a path of growth and awakening, this insight could be vital for your journey. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss future videos that guide you in protecting your energy and unlocking your true potential. Let's dive deep into this hidden struggle and how you can overcome it. Monitoring spirits are enigmatic entities said to shadow those who possess significant spiritual, societal, or transformative potential. Unlike benevolent guides or angels, these spirits are neither all-knowing nor all-powerful. Instead, they act more like spiritual spies, constantly watching, gathering information, and positioning themselves around their targets. Often unseen but always lurking, their primary aim is to obstruct, delay, or completely derail the progress of individuals they perceive as threats to their dark agenda. While positive spirits seek to uplift and support, monitoring spirits operate from a place of fear and a relentless desire for control. They are particularly drawn to those whose light shines the brightest, those with the innate ability to inspire, heal, or lead others toward enlightenment. It is the potential for profound transformation that these spirits fear most, especially if these individuals awaken fully to their power and purpose. But what draws these spirits to certain individuals? The answer lies in the nature of spiritual warfare. Whenever you stand on the cusp of a breakthrough, whether it's a personal achievement, a deep spiritual awakening, or a major life decision, your energy begins to vibrate at a higher frequency. This elevated state aligns you more closely with your higher self and divine purpose, making you a beacon of light in a world that often shrouds itself in darkness. Monitoring spirits, like moths to a flame, are irresistibly drawn to this light. They understand that your success and fulfillment have the power to inspire a wave of awakening that could weaken their influence. Every person who awakens to their full potential becomes a beacon, casting away the shadows where these spirits dwell. Your journey toward realizing your destiny threatens to disrupt the balance of a hidden world, provoking these entities to act against you. The concept of monitoring spirits is not new. It is a notion deeply embedded in history and spirituality across various cultures. Many traditions speak of unseen forces that observe and influence human lives from behind the veil. In Christianity, for example, there is the idea of familiar spirits, or demonic entities that watch over individuals, seeking to uncover their vulnerabilities. In African spiritual practices, particularly within the Yoruba and Ifa traditions, there are beliefs in spirits or energies that monitor and sometimes interfere with a person's destiny. A striking illustration of this concept is found in the Bible's story of Job. Known for his great faith and righteousness, Job becomes the subject of spiritual scrutiny. Satan, assuming the role of a monitoring spirit, challenges God by claiming that Job's faithfulness is merely a result of his prosperity. To test Job, God allows Satan to strip him of his wealth, health, and family, representing the spiritual trials faced by those marked with a significant destiny. The monitoring spirit's intent here is clear: to shatter Job's spirit and faith. Yet despite these severe tests, Job's resilience and unwavering belief lead not to his downfall, but to his restoration and even greater blessings. Similarly, in the Gospels, immediately after Jesus' baptism, a powerful moment of divine affirmation, he is led into the wilderness to face temptation. Satan, recognizing the profound significance of Jesus' mission, seeks to derail it from the very beginning. This episode vividly illustrates how those with the potential to effect meaningful change inevitably attract the attention of negative spiritual forces. The light of an individual's purpose shines too brightly to go unnoticed by those who dwell in darkness. Recognizing the presence and influence of monitoring spirits in your life starts with understanding the subtle signs they leave behind. One of the most common indicators is the sudden appearance of obstacles and setbacks that seem to have no logical explanation. You might notice that just as you're about to make significant progress or achieve a major breakthrough, unexpected challenges arise. These hurdles often feel out of proportion to your actions, as if something is intentionally blocking your path. Another sign is a noticeable drain on your energy and motivation. At critical moments, when you are on the brink of an important step or a life-changing decision, you might experience a sudden drop in energy, a lack of clarity, or a sharp decrease in motivation. It feels as if your inner drive is being sapped away, leaving you struggling to move forward. You may also experience recurring negative patterns in your life. Failed relationships, financial setbacks, or persistent health issues often seem to resurface whenever you are close to achieving something meaningful. These patterns can create a sense of being trapped in a cycle of negativity, reinforcing feelings of frustration and helplessness. Intense self-doubt and fear can also be a sign of monitoring spirits at work. You may find yourself suddenly overwhelmed by feelings of anxiety or self-doubt, particularly when confidence is most needed. These emotions often appear out of nowhere, feeling unusually amplified compared to your usual reactions, making it difficult to trust your own judgment. Intrusive thoughts and distractions are another common tactic. You might find your mind plagued by persistent, negative, or fear-filled scenarios that seem to pull you away from your goals. These thoughts often feel alien, as though they do not originate from within you, but are being imposed upon your consciousness. Unusual dreams or nightmares can also indicate spiritual interference. You might experience vivid dreams with recurring themes or see figures watching or following you, leaving you feeling uneasy or disturbed upon waking. These dreams often carry a sense of surveillance or a message that something is watching you closely. Sudden strains in relationships or unexpected miscommunications with those closest to you may also suggest the presence of monitoring spirits. Conflicts, misunderstandings, or breakdowns in communication can occur without clear reasons, particularly with key people in your support system. These disruptions can undermine the trust and harmony needed for your personal and spiritual growth. Monitoring spirits use various tactics to disrupt your spiritual and physical journey, often by closely observing and gathering information. They watch your actions, thoughts, and emotions, waiting for moments when you are most vulnerable or transparent. This constant surveillance is why periods of spiritual growth or significant change can feel like you are under a microscope or facing spiritual attacks. They are skilled at exploiting your vulnerabilities, whether it's deep-seated fears, doubts, insecurities, or unresolved traumas. These weaknesses become entry points for these entities to interfere in your life, using them to halt your progress and keep you from achieving your potential. Creating confusion and chaos is another favored strategy. Monitoring spirits often introduce unexpected problems, conflicts, or emotional upheavals, throwing your life into disarray. This confusion can make it difficult to stay focused on your path, leading you to question your direction and decisions. They may also manipulate circumstances and influence the behavior of people around you to create additional obstacles. This subtle manipulation can derail your efforts, creating setbacks that seem to arise from nowhere. Because of this, it's crucial to practice discernment in who you trust and with whom you share your plans. By being aware of these tactics, you can better protect yourself from their influence and stay on course toward your spiritual and personal goals. To overcome the influence of monitoring spirits, the first step is to cultivate spiritual awareness and discernment. This means learning to recognize when you are being influenced or observed, and distinguishing these experiences from ordinary life challenges. Developing this awareness requires engaging in daily mindfulness practices such as meditation, deep breathing, or journaling. These practices keep you grounded and aware of your thoughts and emotions, making it easier to detect when you might be under spiritual attack. Regular self-reflection is also crucial. Take time to examine your experiences, emotions, and thoughts closely. Ask yourself whether feelings of doubt, fear, or anxiety are truly your own, or if they might be magnified by external spiritual forces. To further strengthen your defenses, seek divine guidance through prayer, meditation, or any spiritual practice that resonates with you. Aligning yourself with your higher self and divine purpose creates a protective shield, making it harder for monitoring spirits to exert their influence. Strengthening your spiritual and mental resilience is another essential step in protecting yourself from these unseen forces. Regularly engaging in spiritual practices like prayer, meditation, or sacred rituals can deepen your connection to the divine and reinforce your spiritual defenses. Affirmations and positive self-talk are also powerful tools. By consistently reminding yourself of your purpose, strengths, and the divine support surrounding you, you build a mental fortress against doubt and fear. Surround yourself with positive, like-minded individuals who uplift and encourage you. This supportive environment acts as a spiritual fortress that is difficult for monitoring spirits to penetrate. Additionally, be mindful of your energy and who you share your personal information, plans, and dreams with. Not everyone in your circle has your best interests at heart. Practicing discernment and choosing to share only with those who are aligned with your purpose will help protect your journey. In today's digital age, where oversharing is common, the ancient wisdom of guarding personal information becomes even more relevant, especially for those on a path marked by destiny. Monitoring spirits thrive on information. Your dreams, plans, and moments of triumph are like beacons to them, highlighting opportunities for interference. It is crucial to practice strategic silence and be deliberate about what you share and with whom. Before revealing details of your latest project or vision, take a moment to consider the potential implications. Ask yourself whether sharing this information serves your purpose and if you are prepared for any consequences. Surround yourself with a trusted inner circle of individuals who have proven themselves to be true allies, those who support and uplift you, not just in moments of success, but also in times of doubt and challenge. This inner circle acts as a protective shield, preserving the sanctity of your plans and intentions. Additionally, make use of privacy settings on social media and other platforms. By controlling who sees what you post, you can transform these platforms from potential vulnerabilities into fortified spaces of self-expression. Instead of viewing the challenges and setbacks you face as mere obstacles, consider them as signs that you are on a path of significance. Recognizing that these difficulties may be the work of monitoring spirits can transform how you perceive and respond to them. Every setback is an opportunity for growth, and every challenge is a confirmation of your chosen path. By reframing your experiences in this way, you turn them into stepping stones on your journey toward fulfilling your destiny. Embracing a mindset of resilience and perseverance is vital. Understand that the obstacles you face are not random but are designed to test and strengthen your resolve, deepening your commitment to your journey. By standing firm in your faith and conviction, you not only resist the attempts of monitoring spirits to derail you, but also solidify your spiritual authority. Remember, your faith is your greatest weapon against these influences. Through prayer, meditation, or affirmations, keep your faith strong and unwavering. This not only shields you from spiritual attacks, but also reinforces your connection to your divine purpose and potential. To navigate the influence of monitoring spirits effectively, it is crucial to incorporate spiritually protective principles into your daily life with intention and consistency. Monitoring spirits, often subtle and unseen, can cause disruptions in energy, mood, and personal growth. By making mindful choices to safeguard your spiritual energy, surrounding yourself with positive influences, and engaging in practices that foster resilience, you can cultivate a robust spiritual defense that enables you to rise above these negative forces. A strong spiritual routine begins with choosing practices that resonate with you personally. Each of us has unique spiritual needs, and identifying the tools that help you feel connected to your inner self and the divine is critical. For some, this might mean engaging in meditation daily, a practice that allows the mind to quiet and the spirit to center. Meditation is a powerful tool because it helps you focus inward, become aware of your thoughts, and cultivate inner peace. Through meditation, you can visualize protective energy fields, invoke guidance from spiritual entities, and establish a sense of calm, which keeps your vibrational energy high. High vibrational states repel negative entities that thrive on fear, anger, or confusion. For others, prayer may be the central element of their spiritual routine. Prayer serves as an open line of communication with higher powers, spiritual guides, or the divine. In moments of vulnerability, turning to prayer strengthens the connection between your soul and the benevolent forces of the universe. Prayer can be a source of comfort and protection, reminding you that you are never truly alone on your spiritual journey. Moreover, regular prayer, whether structured or spontaneous, invites divine intervention, creating an invisible barrier that shields you from unwanted influences. Reading spiritual texts is another way to deepen your spiritual routine. Sacred writings, whether religious scriptures, esoteric teachings, or philosophical works, can provide profound insight and wisdom that nourishes the soul. These texts often contain powerful messages that resonate deeply with the spiritual seeker, helping to cultivate a higher state of awareness and protection. By reading and reflecting on these teachings, you align yourself with ancient truths that empower your spirit and help you transcend any lower vibrational forces that attempt to interfere with your path. In addition to maintaining a clean energy field, developing the ability to discern spiritual influences is essential. Spiritual discernment is the capacity to sense and differentiate between positive, neutral, and negative energies. Monitoring spirits often operate in subtle ways, making their presence felt through disruptions in your energy, unexplainable mood changes, or negative thought patterns that seem foreign. By cultivating spiritual awareness, you can become attuned to these shifts and take action before they manifest fully in your life. Practicing mindfulness is one of the best ways to enhance your spiritual discernment. Through mindfulness meditation or simply paying close attention to your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings, you can become aware of any unusual changes in your state of being. Monitoring spirits may cause feelings of fatigue, irrational anxiety, or confusion. When you notice these symptoms, pause and reflect. Where is this energy coming from? Is it my own, or could it be influenced by an outside force? If you suspect the presence of monitoring spirits, you can call upon spiritual guides or angels for assistance. Speak your concerns aloud or mentally, asking for divine protection and guidance in removing any malevolent influences. Regular communication with your guides strengthens your intuitive abilities and provides reassurance that you are not alone in navigating these spiritual challenges. As we've explored today, monitoring spirits are drawn to those with powerful destinies, those whose light threatens to pierce the shadows and bring about positive change. If you've been feeling their influence, know that it's not a sign of weakness but rather a testament to your potential and purpose. By cultivating spiritual awareness, strengthening your resilience, protecting your energy, and embracing challenges as opportunities for growth, you can overcome their interference and stay firmly on your path. Remember, the presence of monitoring spirits is only as powerful as you allow it to be. Armed with knowledge, faith, and the right strategies, you have the ability to break free from their grasp and fulfill the destiny that is uniquely yours. Stay vigilant, trust your inner guidance, and continue to shine your light brightly. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insights on spiritual growth and empowerment. Leave a comment below with your experiences or thoughts. We'd love to hear how you've faced and overcome spiritual challenges in your own journey. Until next time, stay strong and keep moving forward on your path to greatness. Welcome, dear soul. You may not know it yet, but the very fact that you found yourself here, in this moment, reading these words, is no accident. This moment has been crafted by forces beyond your understanding, leading you to this precise point in time. There are no coincidences, only divine alignment. Everything in your life, Every experience, every challenge, every joy has been preparing you for this moment of awakening. What you are about to hear may surprise you, even challenge the way you view your life and the world around you. But know this: these words have found their way to you for a reason, and that reason is far greater than you can imagine. You are ready for something bigger. The universe has been quietly guiding you, shifting events, placing signs along your path, all leading you to this very message. And now, you stand at the threshold of a profound revelation. If you've made it this far, know that you are not like everyone else. You are among the chosen ones, those who are ready to embrace their higher calling. But how do you know if you are truly chosen? The answer lies deep within your heart. As you continue reading, if you feel a deep resonance, an unshakable knowing that this message is for you, then trust that feeling. Your soul has already decided to stay and listen, because it knows that you are ready to receive this message. Not everyone is prepared to hear the truth. Some may turn away, too consumed by the noise of the world, unable to see beyond the illusions. And that's okay. We all awaken in our own time. But if you're still here, it means that you have been chosen to embark on this journey with me. Together, we will decode the mysteries of the cosmos and unlock the deeper truths hidden within your very being. Now, before we continue, I want to ask you for a sign of commitment. If you're truly ready to embrace your role as a chosen one, type 777 in the comments below. This is your way of signaling to the universe that you are open, receptive, and ready to receive the full power of this message. As you do, feel the energy shift within you. Allow these words to sink deep into your soul and vibrate with the angelic frequencies that are present here. Play this video or read these words again and again, for repetition is a powerful tool. Let them echo within you until they become a part of your very essence. Give them time to settle in your heart and your mind, and you will soon begin to see the world in a new light. Have you ever felt that life was speaking to you? That the universe was whispering in your ear, sending you signs and signals, gently nudging you in a specific direction? Perhaps you've noticed recurring numbers like 444 or 222. These are not mere coincidences. These are divine messages sent from the universe, urging you to pay attention. The universe speaks to us in many ways, often in the form of synchronicities, those seemingly random moments that align so perfectly they cannot be chance. Maybe you've met someone at just the right time, or a book fell off the shelf in front of you that contained exactly what you needed to hear. These synchronicities are not accidents. They are cosmic breadcrumbs, carefully placed along your path to guide you toward your higher purpose. If you reflect on your life, you may begin to see a pattern. Certain themes, symbols, and experiences have been repeating themselves, urging you to wake up and see the bigger picture. These are the whispers of the universe, and now they are growing louder. It's time to listen. You are being guided towards something extraordinary, a new chapter of your life that is about to unfold. As you read this, take a moment to reflect on the synchronicities that have appeared in your life recently. What messages have been sent your way? What doors have been opening? Trust that these experiences are not random. They are the universe's way of leading you to your destiny. Have you felt a deep, unshakable sense that something is about to change in your life? Perhaps you've sensed a shift in the energy around you, a growing feeling of anticipation, like you're on the verge of something significant. This feeling is not your imagination. It is the universe preparing you for your awakening. You are entering a new phase of consciousness, one that will lift the veil of illusion and allow you to see the world with new clarity. This process of awakening often begins with discomfort, as your old ways of thinking and being are challenged. You may feel a sense of disconnection from those around you, as though you no longer fit into the world you once knew. But know this. This is a sign that you are evolving. The society we live in often pressures us to conform, to suppress our uniqueness and blend into the crowd. But deep within you, there has always been a voice, a quiet but persistent voice that has urged you to break free from these constraints. That voice is the divine within you, and it is now growing louder, calling you to step into your true power. This process may not always be easy. There will be moments of doubt and confusion, times when you wonder if you're truly on the right path. But the universe is no longer whispering to you. It is shouting your name. The signs around you are intensifying, urging you to pay attention. Do not dismiss these feelings. They are confirmation that you are on the verge of something truly transformative. Perhaps you've already begun to make changes in your life, letting go of toxic relationships, shedding old habits, or clearing out mental clutter. These shifts are necessary. You are creating space for the new, for the opportunities and experiences that will align with your higher self. Trust that the universe is preparing you for a leap forward. It's a beautiful, often painful process of letting go of the old and welcoming the new. Have you ever felt that the universe wasn't listening to your desires? That no matter how hard you tried, things just weren't falling into place? It's easy to feel stuck when our goals seem out of reach, but trust me when I say this. Everything is happening according to divine timing. The universe operates on a timeline far more perfect than our human minds can comprehend. Your ego may crave control. It may yearn for predictability and immediate results, but true spiritual growth requires patience. Every delay, every setback, is serving a greater purpose in your journey. It is aligning you with the right people, the right circumstances, and the right opportunities that will ultimately lead you to your destiny. Think back to those moments when you felt like nothing was happening, like your life was stagnant. Days, weeks, or even months may have passed without any clear progress, and you may have wondered if the universe had forgotten about you. It's natural to feel frustrated during those periods of stillness. But now, with the benefit of hindsight, can you see how those delays were actually preparing you for something greater? Often, it's in those quiet moments of waiting that the most important work is being done, on a soul level, beneath the surface. The universe uses this time to align the right people, opportunities, and circumstances in ways that may not yet be visible to you. Sometimes we need those moments of stillness to reflect, to heal, or to gather the strength we need for the next phase of our journey. Think of it as a seed planted in the earth. Even though you can't see it growing, it's quietly taking root, preparing to sprout when the time is right. The universe always knows what you need before you even ask. Maybe you were meant to experience a period of stagnation to learn patience or to develop resilience. Perhaps the delay gave you time to discover something about yourself that you wouldn't have learned otherwise. Often, when we look back, we realize that the very things we thought were holding us back were actually creating space for something even better than we could have imagined. The timing may not be what you expected, but it is always perfect. The universe operates on its own divine timeline, which often doesn't align with our human desires for instant results. But trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. When things finally shift, you'll realize that the waiting wasn't wasted time. It was essential preparation. Every delay, every obstacle, every pause has been part of the process of shaping you into the person you need to become in order to receive the blessings that are coming your way. Your journey is unique, and the obstacles you faced were not random. They were lessons. Each one designed to help you grow, to push you toward greater self-awareness and deeper alignment with your true purpose. Every experience, whether joyful or painful, has shaped you into the person you are today. We live in a world that glorifies control. We are taught from a young age that we must plan, predict, and control every aspect of our lives to ensure success. But the truth is, the more we try to control, the more resistance we create. Surrender is not about giving up. It's about letting go of the need to control every outcome and trusting that the universe is guiding you exactly where you need to go. Imagine swimming in a river. When you fight the current, when you try to swim upstream, it becomes exhausting. But when you surrender to the flow, you are carried effortlessly to your destination. This is the essence of surrender, allowing life to unfold naturally, without resistance. The act of surrender requires faith. It requires you to release the need for certainty and embrace the unknown. Certainty is an illusion. Life is inherently unpredictable, and attempting to control every twist and turn only leads to frustration and anxiety. By surrendering, you open yourself up to the infinite possibilities that the universe has to offer. Surrender does not mean giving up or becoming passive. It's not about accepting defeat, but rather about letting go of the need to control outcomes. It's about trusting that the universe has a bigger plan in motion, one that might be far greater than anything you could plan for yourself. When you cling too tightly to your own expectations or insist that things must happen in a specific way, you limit the universe's ability to work its magic in your life. Surrendering allows space for the unexpected, for miracles, and for new paths to open that you hadn't even considered. Surrendering also requires trust. Trust in yourself, in the process, and in the universe. It's believing that even though you may not have all the answers right now, they will reveal themselves at the right time. It's knowing that you are supported, even in the moments when you feel lost or unsure. The universe is always working behind the scenes, orchestrating events and aligning opportunities in ways that you may not immediately understand. But with time, you'll see how everything was unfolding perfectly. In this space of surrender, you allow yourself to be led by your intuition. You start to listen to the subtle signs and signals that the universe sends your way. Rather than forcing things to happen, you begin to recognize when it's time to act and when it's time to wait. Surrendering doesn't mean you stop pursuing your goals. It means you approach them with an open heart and a flexible mindset, allowing for divine timing and guidance to play their part. Surrendering also means letting go of attachments. We often become so attached to specific outcomes, to certain people or situations, that we close ourselves off to the flow of life. But when you release these attachments, when you let go of the need to control how things should unfold, you create space for new opportunities to flow into your life. Trust that the universe knows what is best for you, even when it doesn't align with your expectations. This doesn't mean you sit back and do nothing. Surrendering is an active process. It involves inspired action, action that is guided by intuition rather than fear or control. Pay attention to the signs around you, follow your inner guidance, and take steps toward your goals without clinging to how you think things should unfold. When you do this, you will find that life becomes more effortless, more joyful, and more aligned with your true essence. In a world that values instant gratification, the lesson of patience can be a difficult one to embrace. But for those chosen to embark on a spiritual journey, patience holds immense power. The period of waiting is not a denial of your desires, but a necessary phase of growth and preparation. During this time, the universe is aligning everything in your favor, ensuring that you are vibrationally ready for the blessings about to come. Have you ever planted a seed and expected it to sprout overnight? Of course not. You understand that growth takes time. The same principle applies to your dreams and aspirations. Just because you cannot see the results yet does not mean they aren't happening. The universe is working behind the scenes, nurturing your desires, preparing them to bloom at the right moment. Surrendering to divine timing means letting go of the need for control and focusing on what you can influence: your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. By raising your vibration and aligning yourself with trust, you open the door for the universe to deliver what is meant for you. Your thoughts, feelings, and actions are powerful tools that shape your reality. When you fill your mind with positivity, gratitude, and faith, you elevate your vibration, which in turn attracts experiences, people, and opportunities that resonate with this higher frequency. This is the energy that the universe responds to. The more you align yourself with trust, the more you signal to the universe that you are ready to receive what is meant for you. It's important to recognize that surrendering to divine timing doesn't mean abandoning your dreams or aspirations. It means approaching them with patience and trust, knowing that the universe is orchestrating everything behind the scenes to bring you exactly what you need when the time is right. Often, what we perceive as delays are actually moments of preparation, opportunities for growth and reflection that help us become the person who can fully embrace the blessings to come. In these moments of waiting, it's crucial to focus on what you can do. You can cultivate self-awareness, nurture your well-being, and take inspired action when the time feels right. You can continue to work on yourself, clearing away any fears, doubts, or limiting beliefs that may be holding you back from fully stepping into the life that's waiting for you. This inner work is a form of surrender. It's trusting that the universe is taking care of the how while you focus on preparing yourself to receive. Too often, we are conditioned to believe that power is something external, something we must seek, earn, or prove. But the truth is, true power resides within you. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the creator of your reality. Your reality is a reflection of your thoughts, emotions, and energy. When you awaken to this truth, you will recognize the immense power you hold. You have the ability to manifest extraordinary changes in your life by consciously choosing the energy you project into the world. Choose to exude positivity, love, and compassion. What you give out will inevitably return to you. By embracing your inner power, you become a magnet for the experiences and opportunities that align with your true essence. You are the chosen one, and the universe is waiting for you to step into your brilliance. As you begin to cultivate this inner power, you will notice a shift in your energy. Challenges that once seemed insurmountable will lose their power over you. You will find that everything flows more harmoniously when you align with the universe, and you will no longer need to chase after what is meant for you. A life infused with purpose and passion is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. When you align your actions with your core values and passions, you ignite a sense of fulfillment that permeates every aspect of your existence. To create such a life requires introspection, courage, and the willingness to explore what truly lights you up. Begin by reflecting on the activities, experiences, and causes that resonate with you deeply. What brings you joy? What issues ignite a fire within you? These reflections are key to uncovering your passions. As you explore these questions, allow yourself to dream big. Envision a life where you actively engage in what you love, where each day feels like a step toward your purpose. This vision serves as a beacon, guiding your actions and decisions. Once you've identified your passions, it's time to take inspired action. This may involve setting specific goals, seeking new experiences, or surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who inspire you. Each small step you take contributes to the larger picture of your life, gradually aligning you with your purpose. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. Celebrate your progress and remain open to the lessons that arise along the way. As we come to the end of this message, I want to remind you that your journey is unique and divinely guided. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Every experience, every challenge, every joy has led you to this moment, and the best is yet to come. Repeat this affirmation as you move forward. I am aligned with the universe, and I trust my journey. Let these words become a mantra that guides you through the ups and downs of life. Trust that the universe is conspiring in your favor, that every step you take is leading you closer to your highest potential. You are the chosen one, and the universe is cheering you on every step of the way. Embrace your power, trust in divine timing, and know that you are destined for greatness. The path may not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. In this journey of life, we are all guided by forces greater than ourselves. The universe whispers to us, sending signs, synchronicities, and experiences that nudge us toward our higher calling. The key to unlocking our true potential lies in listening to these whispers, trusting in divine timing, and surrendering to the flow of life. You are not here by accident. You have been chosen to awaken, to step into your true power, and to embrace the life you were always meant to lead. The universe is on your side, guiding you every step of the way. Trust in the process, follow the signs, and know that you are exactly where you need to be. Remember, You are the creator of your reality. Every thought, every emotion, every action carries weight. Choose love, choose compassion, and choose to shine your light brightly in a world that desperately needs it. The universe is waiting for you to step into your brilliance. The time is now. Embrace your journey, for the best is yet to come. Trust that you are on the path to something extraordinary, and as you continue to follow the signs, you will see how the universe is guiding you every step of the way. Thank you for being here, for opening your heart and mind to this message. Your presence is a gift, and I am grateful to be a part of your spiritual journey. If this message has resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe to the channel so we can continue walking this path together. By subscribing, you will ensure that you receive more insights, guidance, and encouragement as we explore the mysteries of the universe and unlock your highest potential. Remember, the universe is cheering you on, always. Stay connected, stay open, and let your light shine. The best is truly yet to come. Have you ever wondered if there's a hidden force that governs our reality, something beyond the physical world we perceive? Throughout human history, there has been a persistent belief that the deepest secrets of existence lie not in the outer world, but within ourselves. The idea that by uncovering the secret of God, one can attain supreme power is both profound and ancient. This concept speaks not just to spirituality, but to the deepest intersection of consciousness, science, and imagination. It suggests that the key to shaping our lives and reality itself may lie in something we carry within: our imagination, our conscious awareness, and our connection to the divine. In this exploration, we will delve into how ancient teachings, modern quantum physics, and the profound insights of thinkers like Neville Goddard offer a blueprint for accessing this divine power. From the nature of reality at the quantum level to the transformative role of imagination in shaping our lives, the connections between spirituality and science emerge in striking ways. Prepare to discover how this secret may already be within your grasp, waiting to be unlocked. One of the most fascinating intersections of science and spirituality lies in the world of quantum physics. As physicists probe deeper into the fundamental structure of reality, they are uncovering phenomena that challenge everything we thought we knew about the material world. The most intriguing of these discoveries is the idea that consciousness, our very act of observation, has the power to influence reality at the most fundamental level. In quantum mechanics, the observer effect refers to the strange and profound fact that the mere act of observing a quantum system can alter its state. In a famous experiment known as the double-slit experiment, when particles such as electrons are fired through two slits, they behave like waves, creating an interference pattern on the other side. However, if scientists set up detectors to observe which slit the particle passes through, the particles behave like solid objects instead of waves, eliminating the interference pattern. This means that the simple act of observation collapses the wave function and determines the particle's behavior. This discovery shattered the traditional deterministic understanding of the universe, suggesting that reality is not as fixed as we once thought. Instead, reality appears to exist in a state of potentiality until it is observed or measured, at which point it takes on a definite form. The observer and the observed are no longer separate. Consciousness itself plays an integral role in shaping the physical universe. This discovery in quantum physics points to a remarkable conclusion. Human consciousness is not passive. Rather, it plays an active role in shaping reality. This has profound implications not only for science, but also for spirituality, suggesting that our thoughts, intentions, and perceptions might be far more powerful than we realize. Could it be that by understanding the relationship between consciousness and reality, we are on the brink of uncovering the secret of God? When we speak of imagination, many think of it as a passive faculty, a tool for dreaming or escaping from reality. But what if imagination is the very force that creates reality itself? Throughout history, mystics, philosophers, and spiritual teachers have taught that the universe is not just a physical construct, but a product of consciousness and imagination. This is where the teachings of Neville Goddard come into play. In his lectures and writings, Neville Goddard made a bold and transformative claim: imagination is God. According to Goddard, our imagination is not simply a mental faculty, but the very creative force that shapes the world around us. He taught that by consciously directing our imagination, we can manifest our desires and bring about tangible change in the world. To Neville, understanding and harnessing the power of imagination is tantamount to unlocking the secret of God. Goddard argued that every person has within them the power to create their own reality. The key is not to think of your desires, but to think from them, to fully immerse yourself in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. This is what he called the law of assumption. By assuming the feeling of already having what you desire, you activate the creative power of your imagination and set in motion the forces that bring it into physical form. Man is all imagination, and God is man and exists in us and we in him, Neville Goddard stated. This profound statement encapsulates the revolutionary idea that the divine creative power, often perceived as an external force, is in fact an inherent part of every human being. It suggests that God is not some distant or separate entity, but the very essence of our own consciousness, our imagination. In this view, imagination becomes not merely a faculty of the mind, but the gateway through which divine power flows. To understand and harness this power is to unlock the supreme wisdom, joy, and mastery over reality that Goddard spoke of. The key to unlocking the power of imagination lies in our subconscious mind. The subconscious is a vast reservoir of stored experiences, beliefs, and emotions, all of which influence our thoughts, behaviors, and perceptions. It operates beneath the surface of our conscious awareness, guiding much of what we do, often without us realizing it. According to Goddard and many other spiritual teachers, the subconscious is not just a repository of past experiences. It is the gateway to divine power. The subconscious mind is deeply impressionable, and it is through this aspect of our being that we can plant the seeds of our desires. When we consistently impress a specific image or belief upon the subconscious, it begins to shape our reality in accordance with that belief. This process is often referred to as manifestation. To manifest effectively, we must engage the imagination and impress the subconscious with the feelings and images of our desired outcome. This is not merely wishful thinking, but a deliberate, focused use of imagination. As Neville Goddard said, imagination is the way to the reality of the world. The one who uses the imagination creates reality. The subconscious mind does not differentiate between what is real and what is imagined. It accepts whatever is repeatedly presented to it as truth. This is one of the most profound truths about how our mind operates, and is the very reason why practices such as visualization, emotional engagement, and affirmation hold such power. The subconscious mind acts like fertile soil, ready to accept and nurture any seed that is planted, whether that seed is rooted in fear, doubt, and limitation, or in confidence, joy, and abundance. It makes no judgment about the nature of the seed. It simply allows it to grow and shape our experiences accordingly. This is why visualization and emotional engagement are so important in the process of manifestation. The subconscious mind operates beneath the level of conscious awareness, meaning it is constantly absorbing and responding to the thoughts, emotions, and images that we entertain repeatedly. Unlike the conscious mind, which can analyze, critique, or dismiss an idea, the subconscious mind lacks the capacity for critical thinking. It simply accepts as true whatever is fed to it through repeated thought patterns and emotional intensity. This makes it a powerful force in shaping our reality, for better or worse. In recent years, quantum physics has lent scientific credence to these ancient spiritual ideas. The concept of the observer effect aligns with the idea that our thoughts, beliefs, and intentions can influence reality. At the quantum level, particles exist in a state of probability, and it is the act of observation or intention that causes them to take on a definite form. This has profound implications for the power of human consciousness. If our thoughts and beliefs can influence reality at the subatomic level, then our imagination and consciousness may indeed have the power to create the world we experience. The famous physicist John Wheeler once remarked, "We are not only observers, we are participators. In some strange sense, this is a participatory universe." This participatory nature of the universe suggests that we are not passive beings in a predetermined world. Instead, we are active participants in the creation of reality. Our thoughts, beliefs, and intentions, when combined with action, have the power to shape our personal experiences and the broader world around us. Quantum mechanics also sheds light on the relationship between the mind and body. The placebo effect, for instance, is a well-documented phenomenon in which a patient's belief in the efficacy of a treatment can bring about real physiological changes, even when the treatment is inactive. This demonstrates the profound influence of the mind over the body and suggests that our beliefs can directly affect our physical reality. By aligning our beliefs, intentions, and imagination with our desired outcomes, we can harness the profound mind-body connection to create real, tangible change in our lives. This powerful synergy between what we believe, what we intend, and what we envision acts as a bridge between the internal realm of thoughts and emotions and the external world of experiences and events. It suggests that through deliberate focus and conscious alignment, we can significantly influence our personal reality in ways that often go unnoticed or underappreciated. This is not to say that we can control every aspect of reality. After all, life is a dynamic interplay of many forces, including those outside of our immediate influence. But it does indicate that we hold far more power to shape our circumstances than we often realize. As we explore deeper into the nature of reality, we begin to see how imagination plays a pivotal role not just in personal transformation, but in the very fabric of the universe. Mystical traditions have long taught that the material world is an expression of divine thought, a reflection of the creative imagination of the divine. The ancient Hermetic axiom, "as above, so below," speaks to this connection between the macrocosm and the microcosm. Just as the universe is created through divine imagination, so too is our personal reality shaped by our own imagination. The same creative principles that govern the cosmos are at work within us, allowing us to co-create our reality in alignment with our desires and intentions. Many spiritual traditions emphasize the idea that the universe operates according to principles of vibration, energy, and frequency. Everything in existence is vibrating at a specific frequency, and our thoughts and emotions, being forms of energy, emit vibrations that interact with the world around us. When we align our thoughts, emotions, and imagination with higher frequencies, such as love, joy, and gratitude, we attract corresponding experiences into our lives. This is often referred to as the law of attraction. This idea of alignment extends beyond personal manifestation. It also speaks to our connection with the greater whole. By tuning our consciousness to the divine frequency, we tap into the universal mind, the creative force that sustains all of existence. This is where the secret of God truly begins to unfold, when we realize that we are not separate from the divine, but are integral parts of the universal imagination, co-creating with it. Neville Goddard's teachings provide a practical roadmap for applying these spiritual and scientific principles in our everyday lives. One of his most powerful teachings is the idea of living from the end, that is, imagining not merely the process of achieving your desires, but fully embodying the feeling of already having achieved them. This shift in consciousness is key to unlocking the creative power of imagination. Goddard emphasizes that it is the feeling of the wish fulfilled that activates the subconscious mind. When we fully immerse ourselves in the emotion of already living in our desired state, we impress that state upon the subconscious, which then works to manifest it in the physical world. This is not about forcing outcomes or manipulating circumstances, but about aligning our inner state with the outer reality we wish to experience. Live as though your desire is already realized, and that desire will be yours, Neville Goddard famously taught. This seemingly simple statement encapsulates a profound truth about the power of belief and the boundless potential of the human imagination. It speaks directly to the heart of manifestation, the idea that rather than constantly chasing after what we want, we should instead inhabit the mental and emotional state of already possessing it. This approach shifts us from a mindset of lack or desire to one of fulfillment and certainty, allowing the creative forces of the universe to respond accordingly. By living from the end, as Goddard described it, we are not just hoping or wishing for our desires to materialize. We are immersing ourselves in the feeling of having already achieved them. In doing so, we align our internal world, our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, with the reality we seek to create. This shift is much more than a positive thinking exercise or an attempt to trick the mind. It is a deliberate act of consciousness that taps into the inherent creative power of our imagination, which Goddard believed to be the very essence of God. This principle is deeply rooted in the belief that our thoughts and feelings are not passive or insignificant. They are creative forces that shape the external world. According to Goddard, the universe responds not to what we want, but to what we believe and feel to be true. If we consistently believe that we are lacking something or that our desires are distant and unattainable, we inadvertently reinforce that state of lack. On the other hand, if we embody the feeling of already having what we desire, we shift into a state of abundance and fulfillment, which then attracts corresponding experiences into our lives. The beauty of living from the end is that it also changes the way we approach our day-to-day lives. Instead of constantly feeling the weight of unmet desires or unfulfilled ambitions, we begin to carry ourselves with a sense of peace and satisfaction. We become less concerned with external validation or material proof because, internally, we have already aligned with our desired outcome. This inner alignment creates a ripple effect, influencing the way we interact with the world and the way the world interacts with us. While the power of imagination and belief is immense, it is equally important to cultivate persistence and faith. Manifestation is not always instantaneous, and there are often periods of incubation where the desired outcome is in the process of materializing. During this time, it is crucial to maintain faith and trust in the process, even when external circumstances may appear unchanged. Persistence means holding fast to your vision, even in the face of obstacles or delays. It requires a deep inner conviction that what you desire is already yours, regardless of how things may appear on the surface. This unwavering belief allows the subconscious mind to continue working toward the manifestation of your desires, aligning circumstances and opportunities in ways that may not be immediately visible. Faith is another essential component of the manifestation process. Faith is not blind belief but an inner knowing, a deep trust in the creative power of the universe and your own ability to shape your reality. Faith sustains us through the waiting period, giving us the strength to continue imagining and feeling as though our desires are already realized. In conclusion, the secret of God is not something external to us, hidden in the far reaches of the universe. It is something that resides within each of us, waiting to be unlocked through the power of imagination, belief, and conscious creation. By understanding the profound connection between our thoughts, emotions, and the physical world, we begin to tap into the divine blueprint that governs reality. Quantum physics, mystical traditions, and the teachings of Neville Goddard all point to the same truth. We are co-creators of our reality, and the power to shape our lives lies within us. By embracing the creative force of imagination and aligning ourselves with the divine consciousness, we unlock the supreme power to manifest our desires and contribute to the greater harmony of the universe. This journey is not about gaining power over others or bending the world to our will. It is about awakening to the truth of who we are. Divine beings with the ability to shape our reality in ways that reflect the highest good for ourselves and for all. As we continue to explore the depths of consciousness and the mysteries of existence, we realize that the secret of God is not a distant mystery, but a living reality that we can access here and now. If you feel inspired by these insights, take the next step. Begin to engage your imagination, trust in your divine power, and start living from the end. The secret is within you, and the possibilities are infinite.
Have you ever felt like the universe is sending you signs, but you're not quite sure how to respond? Or maybe you've wondered if there's a way to turn your dreams into reality simply by communicating your desires to the universe. The truth is, the universe is always listening, waiting for you to speak its language. In this video, we'll uncover the secrets of how you can align your thoughts, emotions, and energy to manifest the life you want. Whether it's attracting abundance, finding love, or creating inner peace, mastering this form of communication can transform your reality. Before we dive in, if you're ready to deepen your spiritual journey and explore the mysteries of the universe with us, be sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications. By subscribing, you'll stay connected with all of our latest insights designed to help you unlock your highest potential. Now, let's begin. The universe is waiting. Are you ready to speak its language? At the core of all spiritual wisdom is a simple truth. Your energy follows your attention. This is the key to manifestation and the law of attraction. Imagine your thoughts as small waves on an ocean. They come and go, but the ones you focus on become bigger, gaining strength. It's your attention that gives them power, and those thoughts grow into real experiences that shape your life. The more attention you give something, the more energy it receives, turning it into a part of your reality. When you focus your attention on something, you are, in essence, giving it permission to exist in your world. You are saying to the universe, "Yes, this is important to me. Please, give me more of this." Conversely, when you withdraw your attention from something, whether it is a thought, a feeling, or a circumstance, you are signaling to the universe that it is no longer relevant to your experience. This might sound counterintuitive at first. After all, aren't our thoughts responsible for creating our reality? The truth is more nuanced than that. Thoughts by themselves are like empty vessels. They have no inherent power until we invest our energy into them. Every thought is simply a potential, vying for your attention, hoping you will choose to breathe life into it. Consider this. You are the gatekeeper of your own consciousness. Thoughts pass by like clouds drifting across the sky. Some are dark and heavy, filled with anxiety, fear, or doubt. Others are light and luminous, brimming with love, joy, and creativity. You get to choose which clouds you engage with and which ones you let pass by. In doing so, you are directing the flow of your energy, your most precious resource, and determining how the universe responds to you. This act of choosing, of focusing your attention with intention, is the first and perhaps most important step in communicating with the universe. Like a seasoned conductor guiding an orchestra, you must learn to direct the symphony of your thoughts and emotions, amplifying those that resonate with your highest vision and silencing those that do not. The universe, in turn, responds not to your words or thoughts alone, but to the energy you infuse them with. Every reaction, every feeling, every ounce of attention you invest is seen by the universe as a declaration. Give me more of this. Understanding this dynamic is akin to mastering the art of selective engagement, choosing wisely which aspects of your reality to energize and which to release. The second key to unlocking communication with the universe is rooted in a profound understanding of time. The universe operates in all the moment. Past and future are concepts that exist only in our minds. They are not real in the sense that they have no active presence in the now. When we say things like, "I will be successful," we are inadvertently telling the universe, "I am not successful right now." The universe, in its infinite wisdom, responds to the vibrational frequency of the present moment. It hears the energy behind your words and gives you more of what you are currently vibrating. So when you say, "I will," the universe hears, "I am lacking," and responds accordingly. This is why it is crucial to think, speak, and feel in the present tense. To attract what you desire, you must feel as if you already have it. Every potential reality already exists in the quantum field, waiting for you to tune into it. The moment you align your vibration with the frequency of that desired reality, you begin to pull it into your experience. But how do you do this? How do you truly feel as though you already have what you desire, especially when your current reality may reflect the opposite? The key lies in your ability to embody the emotions associated with your desired outcome. If you seek abundance, then cultivate feelings of gratitude and prosperity in the now. If you desire love, feel the warmth and connection of love within yourself, as though it is already present. If you long for peace, then find moments of stillness and tranquility in your everyday life. This practice may require some imagination, but that is where the magic happens. As you immerse yourself in the emotions of your desired reality, you are literally broadcasting a new signal to the universe. You are telling the universe, "This is my reality." And the universe, ever responsive, will begin to shape your external circumstances to match the frequency you are emitting. Remember, the universe is not concerned with the details of how something will come to pass. Its job is not to figure out the mechanics. That is a task for your logical mind. The universe operates on vibration, and its only concern is matching your frequency. So focus not on the how, but on the what and the why. What do you want to feel? Why do you want it? When you get clear on these things and begin to embody the feelings associated with them, you set powerful forces in motion. To communicate more effectively with the universe, it is essential to expand your consciousness. This step is akin to learning the hidden rules of a complex game. Life is not a linear progression from one event to the next, but a dynamic, multi-dimensional game in which your level of mastery is determined by your awareness of its subtleties. Imagine for a moment that you are playing poker with seasoned professionals. If you are unaware of the strategies and intricacies of the game, it is easy to be outmaneuvered. The same principle applies to life. The more conscious you become of the variables at play, the energy you emit, the beliefs you hold, the emotions you feel, the more skillfully you can navigate your reality. Consciousness is like a spotlight. Wherever you shine it, you bring clarity and understanding. The more you expand your awareness, both of your inner world and the outer universe, the more you uncover the hidden forces that shape your life. This awareness gives you the power to make informed choices, rather than reacting unconsciously to the circumstances around you. Expanding your consciousness is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing process, a gradual unfolding of deeper understanding. As you become more attuned to the energies within and around you, you will begin to perceive the subtle nuances of the universe. You will see that what once seemed like random occurrences are, in fact, intricately connected to the vibrations you have been emitting. As your awareness expands, you step into the role of a conscious creator of your reality, rather than remaining a passive observer. Life no longer feels like something that happens to you, outside of your control. Instead, you realize that life happens through you, shaped by your thoughts, emotions, and intentions. With this awareness comes a profound sense of empowerment because you now see that you have an active hand in creating your experiences. However, along with that empowerment comes responsibility. You are not merely a participant in the game of life. You are a co-creator, capable of influencing and transforming the very fabric of your existence. Every choice you make, every thought you focus on, every emotion you nurture is like a brushstroke on the canvas of your reality, giving you the power to design a life that aligns with your deepest desires and highest potential. As you expand your consciousness, you will begin to notice that the universe communicates with you in subtle ways. This communication does not come in the form of spoken language or written words, but through your inner guidance system, your intuition, your gut feelings, and your emotional responses. Your emotions are a powerful form of communication from the universe. When something feels good, it is a sign that you are in alignment with your true path. When something feels off, it is an indication that you are out of alignment. This inner compass is always guiding you toward what is most resonant with your soul's highest expression. However, it is important to distinguish between the guidance of your true self and the desires of the ego. The ego often convinces us that we want certain things because they promise temporary pleasure or validation. But the universe, which operates on a higher frequency, is not interested in satisfying the whims of the ego. It is focused on your soul's growth and expansion. When you learn to trust your inner compass, your intuition, and follow what feels deeply resonant to your soul, you naturally align with the flow of the universe. This alignment isn't forced or strained. Instead, it brings with it a profound sense of ease and harmony. As you begin to listen to that quiet inner guidance, you'll notice that life starts to unfold more effortlessly. Opportunities appear at just the right moment, and circumstances begin to align in ways that feel almost magical, as though the universe is gently guiding and supporting you every step of the way. This sense of synchronicity, when everything seems to fall perfectly into place, is a sign that you're on the right path, living in tune with your highest self. The more you trust this process, the more the universe seems to conspire in your favor, leading you toward experiences and outcomes that resonate with your true purpose. On the other hand, when you choose to ignore your inner guidance and chase after things that are not in alignment with your true self, you'll likely face resistance and struggle. Obstacles may arise, and progress may feel forced or difficult. This isn't mere bad luck. It's the universe's subtle way of redirecting you, trying to nudge you back toward the path that resonates with your higher purpose. The discomfort you experience in these moments is a signal that you're moving away from what is truly meant for you. By paying attention to these signs, you can recognize when you're off course and realign with your authentic desires, where flow and ease naturally return. The final step in mastering communication with the universe is learning to harness the power of repetition. Just like the universe, the subconscious mind operates in a neutral state. It doesn't distinguish between positive or negative thoughts. It simply absorbs whatever energy you consistently focus on and reflects that back into your reality. Whether you feed it thoughts of abundance or lack, joy or fear, the subconscious will take those inputs and shape your experiences accordingly. Repetition is key because it ingrains these thoughts and beliefs deeply into your subconscious, gradually reprogramming it. By consistently repeating positive affirmations or focusing on empowering thoughts, you send a clear, strong message to the universe about what you wish to manifest. Over time, this repeated focus becomes your reality. Your subconscious mind is like a fertile garden. Whatever seeds you plant, whether they are seeds of abundance, love, or fear, will take root and grow. But the subconscious mind is not easily swayed by fleeting thoughts or passing desires. It requires consistency and repetition to reprogram old patterns and beliefs. This is where the powerful practice of affirmations comes into play. By consistently repeating positive affirmations, such as "I am worthy of love" or "I am abundant in all areas of my life," you begin to plant new seeds in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. These affirmations serve as gentle reminders to your subconscious of the reality you wish to create. Over time, just like seeds that grow into strong plants, these affirmations take root and begin to transform your thought patterns. As your thoughts evolve, they naturally give rise to new emotions, feelings of self-worth, abundance, and peace. further reinforcing your desired reality. With continued practice, these positive shifts in your mindset begin to manifest as real changes in your external life, leading to new experiences that reflect the energy and beliefs you've been cultivating within. Affirmations, however, are not just about repeating the right words. They must be infused with genuine emotion to be truly effective. It's not enough to simply recite the phrases mindlessly. When you speak an affirmation like, "I am worthy of love," or "I am abundant," you need to feel the truth of those words deep within. The universe doesn't respond to the words themselves. It responds to the energy, the vibrational frequency that you emit when you say them. If you say the words without conviction, they remain hollow and powerless. But when you truly believe in the affirmation, when you feel the emotion behind it, whether it's joy, gratitude, or confidence, you send a powerful message to the universe. This energy creates a magnetic force aligning you with the reality you seek to manifest. The more authentic and heartfelt your emotions, the more the universe aligns with your intentions, bringing your affirmations to life. This is why embodying the feelings tied to your desired outcome is so crucial. When you consistently reinforce positive beliefs through repetition, you start to reprogram your subconscious mind. Over time, your thoughts, emotions, and actions naturally begin to shift, aligning with the new beliefs you've cultivated. As these changes take root, the energy you emit becomes more harmonious with what you want to attract. The universe, in turn, responds to this new vibration, bringing opportunities and experiences that align with your transformed inner state, helping you manifest your desired reality. In the end, the most profound truth is this: you are the universe. The universe is not something separate from you. It is a reflection of your own consciousness. Every thought, every feeling, every intention you hold is a conversation with the universe. And just as the universe responds to your energy, you are constantly shaping the universe with every choice you make. To speak to the universe is to speak to your higher self. It is to acknowledge your role as a co-creator in the unfolding of your reality. The more you align your consciousness with positivity, love, and gratitude, the more the universe will reflect these qualities back to you. Your reality is a canvas, and you are the artist. With every stroke, every thought, and every breath, you are painting the masterpiece of your life. So choose your colors wisely, and remember that the universe is always listening. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your spiritual journey today. If this message resonates with you, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Together, we continue to grow, learn, and paint the vibrant picture of a life filled with meaning and connection. Stay blessed and always trust the process.
Stop scrolling for just a moment. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to consider a powerful possibility. That you're here, right now, feeling the deep ache of separation from someone you thought would always be close. Your mom. Perhaps you've wrestled with the feeling that something precious has been torn from you, that a bond you once relied upon seems distant or unreachable. And yet, what if this distance, this undeniable gap, is not random? What if it is part of a divine design, carefully woven into the fabric of your life, not as a punishment, but as a path to something greater? The pain you carry, the isolation that weighs on your heart, it may not be as meaningless as it feels in your darkest moments. Every tear you've shed, every moment of loneliness, could be a refining fire, sent not to break you down but to shape you for a unique purpose that no one else can fulfill. God may have set you apart, chosen you for something so powerful that it requires a strength and resilience forged only through difficulty. This isn't the path everyone else walks, and maybe it isn't supposed to be. Have you ever considered that every hardship, every painful memory, has been like stepping stones leading you toward a destiny that only God can fully see? When we feel abandoned or misunderstood, It's natural to wonder if there's any purpose in it all. But what if these very struggles are the groundwork for a future that requires a unique type of strength? A strength few can understand, because few have walked this same path. Since childhood, you may have felt a unique distance, a chasm between you and your mother, something so deep, it often seemed unbridgeable. While others around you shared moments of warmth and comfort with their families, perhaps you found yourself standing on the outside, feeling the ache of loneliness and questioning why you felt so alone. It's a feeling that is difficult to explain and even harder to carry, making you wonder if you are somehow unworthy or undeserving of love and acceptance. But what if this distance, this feeling of separation, was never a sign of abandonment or rejection? What if it was, instead, an indication of something profound, a signal that God has chosen you for a special purpose that requires a path unlike any other? This isn't a punishment. It's preparation. God is not keeping you away from love. He's carving out space for a love far beyond human understanding. He's stripping away earthly distractions to prepare you to fully receive His purpose. Through the absence, He speaks with clarity, drawing you closer to Him. From a young age, you may have sensed that your path was different, marked by a unique calling that set you apart from others. While many around you found their strength and identity within the warmth of family bonds, you felt a deeper pull, a divine nudge guiding you to lean solely on God. This sense of separation may have felt isolating at times, but it was never a mark of weakness or inadequacy. Instead, it was God's way of building a strength in you that could only come through solitude and dependence on Him alone. Think of this isolation as a training ground, much like that of a warrior being prepared for a mission that requires focus, resilience, and unbreakable faith. In solitude, a warrior is stripped of comforts, left with only the essentials, so that strength and skill can be honed without distraction. In the same way, God has allowed this space of separation in your life, removing certain attachments so that you can rely fully on Him. He is stripping away any dependencies that might hinder your calling, ensuring that your faith is anchored firmly in Him. Through this experience, God is teaching you resilience, a deep inner strength that does not waver under pressure. Each moment of solitude becomes a lesson, each challenge a stepping stone, building within you the character and endurance necessary for the higher purpose He has in store. This process may feel isolating, but it is a sacred preparation, a refining season where God is shaping you to stand strong, fully reliant on His guidance and grace. You are being prepared for something extraordinary, something that requires you to walk a path less traveled. God is calling you to trust Him deeply, to find your identity, your strength, and your purpose in Him alone. In this space of separation, He is forming you into someone who can withstand trials, rise above challenges, and fulfill a calling that goes beyond the ordinary. This path may be different, but it is designed with divine intention, preparing you to step into a life marked by purpose and guided by His unfailing hand. The love you've longed for, the family connection you may have envied in others. It's not that God ignored your need. He saw it and chose to fill it Himself with a love that is perfect, unchanging, and unfailing. He needed you free from the limitations of earthly attachment because your calling requires a different kind of strength. Others may find comfort in constant affirmation, but you've been sustained by something deeper, the unshakable power of God's love. Picture yourself on a battlefield, a soldier trained in isolation for a war you may not have fully understood. While others leaned on their mothers, you learned to fight alone. In the emptiness left by human absence, you discovered a divine fullness, a love that doesn't fade, a connection that doesn't break. Every tear, every sleepless night spent questioning your worth. These were all part of a grander plan to prepare you for a strength and resilience others cannot match. Your mother's distance, her absence, was not an accident. Each struggle, each wordless conflict, each cold silence, they were tools divine chisels breaking away the unnecessary to reveal the masterpiece within. You were not just hurt, you were sharpened. Every argument, every cutting remark, every emotional sabotage was a lesson in standing firm. Through these challenges, God was cultivating within you a resilience that runs deep. He was teaching you not to be easily swayed, preparing you to hold steadfastly to your identity and purpose, even when faced with opposition. The adversity wasn't meant to crush you, but to build within you an unwavering strength and a profound sense of self that could only emerge through the fire. In every hurt, there was a refining, a way to transform the pain into power, the wounds into wisdom, and to reveal the strength God always saw in you. The pain you felt wasn't meant to define you, but to refine you. Your struggles with your mother weren't just personal. They were cosmic clashes, battles between who you are called to be and who the world would have you remain. Perhaps you were wounded by criticism that seemed relentless, by manipulations that twisted your heart, by coldness that left you questioning your worth. These were not random hardships. They were intentional wounds meant to prepare you for a purpose far beyond the ordinary. Through these wounds, God has forged an armor around you. Others may falter under the weight of life's pressures, but you have already endured the furnace's heat, and it has only made you stronger. This is why your path has been different, harder. You were never meant to lean on human validation. God needed you to seek your worth in Him alone. Your identity isn't tied to earthly approval, but is rooted in the Creator who shaped you with divine purpose. The strained words, the unspoken coldness, they were chisels that shaped you, removing parts that would hinder your calling. Through the pain, God was strengthening you, making you resilient, unbreakable. You may have felt abandoned, but in reality, God was present, molding you into a vessel for His work. Every tear, every lonely moment served as a sacred tool, refining you into who you were meant to be. Perhaps you've wondered, why? Why did the relationship with your mother seem so fraught with pain, as if it was destined to leave a lasting ache? The answer, though complex in feeling, is both simple and profound. God never intended for your sense of self, your identity, to be shaped by her approval or acceptance. Her role in your life, with all its imperfections and limitations, was never meant to be the foundation of your worth or the lens through which you see yourself. Instead, her limitations were a divine sign, a reminder of the insufficiency of earthly relationships and of the way human bonds can fall short. Each moment of distance, each unmet need, was gently guiding you toward something far greater, toward Him. God used the limitations in your relationship with your mother to reveal a powerful truth. Human connections, as meaningful as they are, cannot be the ultimate source of our identity or worth. While others may have found their confidence or validation within family bonds, God had a different path in mind for you. He allowed this distance not as punishment, but as preparation, gently leading you to discover that your true value comes from Him alone. He wanted you to know that your identity is firmly rooted in His love, a love that is constant, complete, and unfailing. In those moments when you sought validation from her and were met with disappointment, God was drawing you closer, teaching you to find your security and purpose in Him. This separation is not a mark of failure or loss. It is a sacred invitation to be grounded in something more lasting than any human relationship. God has called you to a unique journey, one that begins with Him and finds its fulfillment in His purpose for your life. Perhaps you've wondered, why? Why did the relationship with your mother seem so fraught with pain, as if it was destined to leave a lasting ache? The answer, though complex in feeling, is both simple and profound. God never intended for your sense of self, your identity, to be shaped by her approval or acceptance. Her role in your life, with all its imperfections and limitations, was never meant to be the foundation of your worth or the lens through which you see yourself. Instead, her limitations were a divine sign, a reminder of the insufficiency of earthly relationships and of the way human bonds can fall short. Each moment of distance, each unmet need, was gently guiding you toward something far greater, toward Him. God used the limitations in your relationship with your mother to reveal a powerful truth. Human connections, as meaningful as they are, cannot be the ultimate source of our identity or worth. While others may have found their confidence or validation within family bonds, God had a different path in mind for you. He allowed this distance not as punishment, but as preparation, gently leading you to discover that your true value comes from Him alone. He wanted you to know that your identity is firmly rooted in His love, a love that is constant, complete, and unfailing. In those moments when you sought validation from her and were met with disappointment, God was drawing you closer, teaching you to find your security and purpose in Him. This separation is not a mark of failure or loss. It is a sacred invitation to be grounded in something more lasting than any human relationship. God has called you to a unique journey, one that begins with Him and finds its fulfillment in His purpose for your life. This separation, this divine pruning, is God's way of preparing you for the next level. It may feel like isolation, but it's the sacred ground where transformation happens. God has stripped away earthly ties that once defined you, removing anything that could limit the purpose He has in mind for you. Every moment of separation, every tear, is a tool in God's hands, shaping you into a vessel strong enough to carry His purpose. Think of yourself as metal, heated and hammered to become unbreakable. This process is not punishment, it's refinement, burning away vulnerabilities that could hinder your mission. The relationships that once defined you, that may have even limited you, are being removed. You are being promoted to a higher calling that demands more from you than you could ever have imagined. In the spaces left by human absence, God's presence becomes undeniable and profoundly comforting. Where earthly love may have faltered, God's love fills every empty corner, reaching into the depths of your heart in ways no human connection ever could. The voids left by relationships that may have fallen short were never meant to remain empty. They are intentional spaces designed for God to fill, to demonstrate that His love alone is all-encompassing and sufficient to meet your every need. God has not allowed this separation or distance to harm you, but has instead used it as an invitation to draw you nearer to Him. The limitations of your earthly mother, her inability to meet every emotional or spiritual need, are not reflections of any inadequacy in you. Rather, they are gentle reminders that your deepest needs were always meant to be fulfilled by your Heavenly Father. The love you seek, the security you crave, and the understanding that often feels elusive are all perfectly found in Him. This separation highlights a sacred truth, that God's role in your life is unique and irreplaceable. Where human relationships are bound by limitations and imperfections, God's love remains unwavering, endlessly patient, and without condition. Through this experience, He is showing you that your worth and identity are rooted in Him, not in the validation or understanding of others. In every space where human love could not reach, God's presence grows stronger, filling your life with a love that heals, sustains, and affirms your true value. He is drawing you closer, teaching you to depend on Him completely, and showing you that He alone can fulfill the desires of your heart in ways that are eternal, pure, and boundless. God wanted your dependence to be on Him alone, not diluted by human affections. Through every tear, every moment of silence, He was building in you a spiritual resilience, a strength that is anchored in an unshakable foundation. This separation isn't a punishment or a mark of failure. It's a divine calling to rely on God alone. You are chosen, set apart, refined through every moment of loneliness and heartache. This separation is proof of your calling. It's a divine preparation, a sacred crucible where God has been molding you into the vessel He needs. Your pain isn't in vain. It's a testimony, a witness to the work God is doing within you. Embrace this truth. Walk boldly in the knowledge that your story is part of a grand design. Let your journey, your growth. Be a light for others who feel the weight of separation. In every hardship, trust that God's plan is perfect, that He is using every moment to shape you for a purpose beyond what you can see. Step forward with courage, knowing that you are not defined by the wounds of the past, but by the divine calling that marks your life.
Family is often seen as the core foundation of our existence, a place where we find unconditional love, support, and shared memories. It's where our identity is shaped and our values are molded. From the earliest stages of life, we are taught that family is everything. This belief is celebrated in countless cultures, becoming almost sacred. The idealized vision of family is a source of safety, belonging, and unity, a place where we can grow into our best selves. However, as many of us have come to realize, family is not always the perfect sanctuary it is painted to be. Sometimes, the very people who should provide care, understanding, and support end up becoming the root of our deepest wounds. Toxic family members can erode our confidence, manipulate our emotions, and create an environment filled with shame, guilt, and anger. This truth is often difficult to confront because society tells us to hold our family dear, no matter what. Yet, there comes a point when recognizing toxic behaviors and setting boundaries becomes essential to preserving our mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. In this video, we will explore 7 types of toxic family members that can have a significant impact on our lives, not only by their presence, but also by the subtle ways in which they control, diminish, or manipulate us. By recognizing these patterns, we can begin the process of healing, regaining control over our lives, and learning how to navigate family dynamics in a healthy way. Number 1. The helicopter family member, overprotective or overbearing. In theory, having a family member who cares deeply about your well-being should be a blessing. However, there's a fine line between care and control. Helicopter family members, much like the name suggests, hover over you incessantly. They might appear to be concerned about your life choices, offering advice at every turn, but beneath this guise of care lies a deep need for control. Helicopter family members often dictate major life decisions such as career choices, relationships, and even day-to-day activities. They might insist that they know what's best for you, leaving little room for you to grow independently. While their intentions may initially seem well-meaning, over time, their constant interference stifles your ability to trust your own judgment. When we live under the shadow of helicopter relatives, we lose the opportunity to learn from our mistakes or to celebrate our achievements fully. Instead, everything becomes a reflection of their desires for us. This control can breed a sense of inadequacy and dependence. In some cases, their involvement stems from their own insecurities as they attempt to live vicariously through your successes and failures. The inability to break free from their influence can lead to long-term damage to self-esteem, making it difficult to trust your own instincts. The path to healing involves recognizing that guidance is not the same as control. We need to differentiate between genuine advice that helps us grow and manipulative suggestions that steer us away from our authentic selves. Establishing boundaries and asserting our independence can be difficult, especially if guilt has been instilled in us from a young age. But understanding that independence is not an act of rebellion, but an act of self-empowerment, is key to breaking free from the helicopter family member's grasp. Number 2. The entitled family member, the expectation of unearned rewards. Entitlement within families is a delicate and often painful dynamic. The entitled family member expects that they should benefit from your hard work, success, or generosity, even if they played no part in your journey. This individual often demands a share of your achievements, whether it's financial success, career breakthroughs, or personal happiness. They may not have been there during your struggles, yet they suddenly appear when things start going well, expecting to reap the rewards of your efforts. These family members may frame their entitlement as familial duty or loyalty. Phrases like, "We're family, you owe me," or "You wouldn't have this without me," are common tools of manipulation. They fail to acknowledge the sacrifices, dedication, and personal investment it took for you to reach your goals. And when their demands are unmet, they can turn resentful, calling you selfish or ungrateful. The challenge in dealing with entitled family members is that their sense of ownership over your life can become suffocating. They often play the victim when their unreasonable expectations aren't met, leveraging guilt and family loyalty to get what they want. In their eyes, they are entitled not only to your resources, but to your emotional labor as well. Setting boundaries with these individuals is crucial. While it may feel unnatural or selfish at first, protecting your emotional and financial well-being is necessary for personal growth. By learning to say no firmly and without apology, you reclaim your right to your own success. The fear of disappointing family members can be overwhelming, but true self-respect lies in knowing when to protect your personal space from those who take without giving. Number 3. The invader. When boundaries are ignored, boundaries are essential to healthy relationships. They allow us to maintain our individuality, emotional health, and personal space. Yet, there are family members who simply do not believe in boundaries. These are the invaders, individuals who feel they have the right to intrude on every aspect of your life. Whether it's your career, your marriage, or your private thoughts, nothing is off limits to their intrusion. The invader often presents their interference as concern or love. They will say, "I'm just trying to help," or "I'm doing this for your own good," as they cross lines and push past your comfort zones. However, their relentless need to insert themselves into your affairs can create immense stress and tension. One of the most common examples of invader behavior is seen in in-law dynamics, where parents or other relatives impose their opinions on how a couple should manage their relationship. They may offer unsolicited advice on how to raise children, manage finances, or even suggest when a couple should consider divorce. This meddling can erode trust and autonomy in the relationship, leading to resentment and conflict. Learning to enforce boundaries with invaders is difficult but necessary. This may require difficult conversations and even a temporary distancing, especially if they refuse to respect the boundaries you set. However, enforcing these limits is an act of self-respect and a vital step toward building healthy, independent relationships that are free from outside manipulation. Number 4. The guilt tripper. Masters of emotional manipulation. Guilt is a powerful emotion, and when wielded as a weapon, it can be incredibly destructive. The guilt tripper is a family member who uses guilt as a primary tool for control. They are experts at making you feel responsible for their happiness, often laying blame for their dissatisfaction, loneliness, or struggles squarely on your shoulders. These family members often say things like, "After everything I've done for you, this is how you repay me," or "I've sacrificed so much, and you can't even do this one thing for me." Such statements are carefully crafted to make you feel ungrateful, ashamed, and obligated to meet their demands. Guilt tripping can be subtle, but over time, it can erode your self-worth. You begin to question whether your decisions are truly your own, or whether you're constantly living in reaction to the guilt that has been placed on you. This dynamic is especially common between parents and children, where the parent uses guilt to maintain control, often well into the child's adulthood. The antidote to guilt tripping lies in self-awareness. Recognize when you are being manipulated, and remember that you are not responsible for someone else's happiness. Emotional manipulation can only succeed if we allow it to take root in our minds. By learning to detach from the guilt and maintaining a firm sense of self, we can resist the emotional blackmail that guilt trippers rely on. Number 5. The sacrificial lamb, the unseen strings of generosity. In every family, there are individuals who have made sacrifices for others. Whether it's financial support, emotional care, or time, these acts of generosity are often celebrated as expressions of love. However, in some cases, these sacrifices come with unseen strings attached. The sacrificial lamb is a family member who believes that because they have done something for you in the past, you owe them for life. This dynamic can be particularly toxic because it creates an unspoken contract of obligation. The family member may have helped you in a time of need, but instead of their generosity being an act of kindness, it becomes a tool for control. They may frequently remind you of their past sacrifices, subtly or overtly, implying that you are indebted to them indefinitely. Parents can sometimes fall into this category, using their sacrifices during their children's upbringing as leverage to demand obedience or resources in the future. The sacrificial lamb's emotional currency is guilt, as they constantly remind you of how much they gave up for you, implying that your success or happiness is only possible because of their actions. Breaking free from this sense of obligation requires a shift in perspective. Acts of kindness should never come with an expectation of repayment. Love, by its nature, is freely given, not traded. When a family member weaponizes their past sacrifices, it's essential to remind yourself that true generosity is unconditional. You do not owe someone your life because they once helped you. Setting emotional boundaries around this narrative allows you to reclaim your independence and reject the notion that you are forever in debt to their past actions. Number 6. The toxic relative, emotional vampires in disguise. Toxic relatives are perhaps the most damaging of all family members because they have the power to poison not only your relationship with them, but also your sense of self. These are individuals who thrive on drama, negativity, and conflict, often leaving you emotionally drained and scarred after each interaction. Toxic relatives can come in many forms: the chronic complainer, the narcissist, the emotional manipulator, or even the passive-aggressive underminer. What makes toxic family members particularly difficult to deal with is their ability to mask their toxicity under the guise of concern or love. They might criticize your life choices for your own good, or create chaos in the family, only to claim they are trying to keep everyone together. Their manipulation often leaves you doubting yourself as they twist reality to suit their narrative. The lasting effects of toxic relatives can be profound. After years of exposure to their negativity, you might struggle with self-esteem, find it difficult to maintain healthy relationships, or even internalize their harmful behaviors. Emotional scars left by toxic relatives can linger long after you've distanced yourself from them. Healing from the damage caused by toxic family members requires a deliberate process of self-care and emotional detachment. It may involve therapy, journaling, or spending time with people who nurture and uplift you. The most important step, however, is recognizing that you have the power to walk away. Cutting ties or limiting contact with toxic relatives is not an act of cruelty, but of self-preservation. You deserve peace, and sometimes that peace can only be found by distancing yourself from those who thrive on chaos. Number 7. The aggressive member. Anger as a weapon. In every family, conflict is inevitable. However, when conflict turns into aggression, whether verbal or physical, the family dynamic becomes toxic. The aggressive family member uses anger as a tool to dominate and intimidate, creating an atmosphere of fear and anxiety. They might have explosive tempers, lashing out at others without warning. In some cases, their aggression may be subtle, manifesting in sharp words, cold stares, or passive-aggressive remarks that leave you on edge. Dealing with aggressive family members is particularly challenging because their behavior is unpredictable. You might feel like you are walking on eggshells, constantly trying to avoid triggering their anger. This can lead to feelings of helplessness, as you find yourself trapped in a cycle of appeasement, always trying to keep the peace. Recognizing that you cannot change another person is key when dealing with aggressive family members. Their anger is their responsibility, not yours. Setting boundaries and limiting contact can help protect your emotional and physical well-being. If their behavior escalates to physical violence, it is crucial to seek support from professionals, whether it's a counselor, social worker, or legal authority. Protecting yourself and your family should always be your top priority. Family is often seen as the cornerstone of our lives, providing us with the foundation for growth, love, and understanding. However, not all family relationships are nurturing. Some can be deeply harmful, eroding our sense of self and leaving us emotionally scarred. Recognizing the signs of toxic family members, whether they are helicopter controllers, entitled takers, invaders, guilt trippers, sacrificial manipulators, emotional vampires, or aggressive bullies, is the first step toward reclaiming your power. Healing from the damage caused by toxic family members takes time, but it begins with the recognition that you are worthy of love, respect, and independence. By setting boundaries, seeking support, and distancing yourself from harmful relationships, you create space for personal growth and peace. Ultimately, family is not defined by blood alone, but by the people who genuinely care for your well-being, nurture your spirit, and support your journey toward becoming your true self. If this message resonates with you and you're seeking more guidance on spiritual growth and inner healing, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Together, we can continue exploring the wisdom to find peace and live authentically. Not everyone is chosen, and it's not something you can force or earn. It's a calling, a sacred invitation from the universe that resonates with your soul from the moment you enter this world. Perhaps you've always felt different, as if you don't quite belong within the boundaries society sets for you. You've probably questioned the meaning of your existence or wondered why you seem to sense and feel things that others overlook. If you've experienced this, then it's possible that you are one of the few who have been called for a higher purpose. This video is not for everyone. If you're reading this and feel a pull deep within your spirit, I encourage you to stay with me until the end. If you're meant to hear this, you'll find yourself drawn in, unable to turn away. However, if you are not, you'll naturally feel disinterest and move on. But for those who remain, there is something significant I must share, an understanding that can transform your journey. Being chosen doesn't mean living an easy life. Quite the opposite. It means carrying a profound spiritual responsibility, one that will often challenge you to your very core. Yet with these challenges come remarkable gifts, spiritual abilities that set you apart from the rest of the world. These gifts are not just ordinary talents, but sacred tools granted to you by the universe to fulfill your divine mission. The journey of the chosen one is marked by an unwavering connection to something greater, something beyond the material world. In this exploration, we'll dive deep into the 7 spiritual gifts that only the chosen ones possess. Each gift is a marker, a clue that reveals your true nature and purpose in this lifetime. You may already sense these gifts within you, even if you haven't fully understood their significance. As we go through each one, reflect on your own experiences and ask yourself, is this me? By the end, you will have clarity, a deep understanding of the path laid before you. Before we delve into these spiritual gifts, it's important to acknowledge something fundamental. Being chosen is not about ego or feeling superior to others. It's about recognizing that your life, your journey, is in service to a greater cause. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." This sentiment rings especially true for those who are chosen. Chosen ones are not made in comfort. They are forged through hardship. The challenges you've faced, the moments of doubt and confusion, are not random. They are all part of a larger spiritual awakening, a process that brings you closer to your true self. The universe has a way of preparing those it calls, and often this preparation comes in the form of tests of faith, endurance, and inner strength. As you navigate this path, you may feel isolated or misunderstood. You might wonder why others can't see the things you see or feel the energies you feel. But know this, you are not alone. Every obstacle, every challenge is pushing you toward the discovery of your spiritual gifts. These gifts are unique and powerful, meant to guide not only your journey, but also the journeys of those around you. Your life is not just about your own growth. It is about being a beacon of light, a guide for others who are lost or in need of spiritual awakening. So, without further delay, let us begin our exploration of the 7 spiritual gifts that distinguish the chosen ones from the rest of the world. The first and foundational gift of the chosen ones is awareness. This isn't just ordinary awareness of your surroundings or basic perception of life. It is an extraordinary spiritual awareness, a heightened sense that allows you to perceive the reality beyond what is immediately visible. From a young age, you may have sensed that you see the world differently. Perhaps you've walked into a room and felt the energy before anyone said a word. You've likely noticed subtle shifts in people's moods or sensed when something was wrong, even though everything seemed perfectly fine on the surface. This is your spiritual awareness at work. It's more than being observant. It's about being in tune with the unseen forces that govern this world. Chosen ones are gifted with the ability to sense energy, whether it's the energy of a person, a place, or a situation. You can perceive the undercurrents of emotions and intentions, often picking up on things that others completely miss. This gift can be both a blessing and a challenge. On one hand, it allows you to navigate life with a level of insight and precision that others do not possess. On the other hand, it can be overwhelming, especially when you are bombarded by negative or chaotic energies. Many chosen ones struggle with this gift early on, dismissing their feelings as irrational or overly sensitive. But let me assure you, your awareness is real, and it is a powerful tool for navigating this spiritual battlefield we call life. The more you embrace it, the stronger it becomes. One of the profound aspects of this gift is that it allows you not only to perceive, but also to influence the energy around you. When you enter a chaotic environment, your very presence can bring calm. When you are around negative people, they may unconsciously shift toward positivity, simply because of the light you carry within you. This ability to affect energy is one of the most powerful aspects of the gift of awareness. But with great power comes great responsibility. Being aware means you cannot turn a blind eye to what you perceive. If you sense negativity, dishonesty, or danger, you are called to act, whether that means protecting yourself, guiding others, or simply removing yourself from a harmful situation. This gift is not meant to be passive. It is a tool for action, for navigating the complexities of both the physical and spiritual worlds. The second spiritual gift that distinguishes the chosen ones is intuition. While intuition is something everyone experiences to some degree, the intuition of a chosen one is far more profound. It's not just a basic gut feeling, it's a deep, unwavering knowing, a sense that consistently guides you, even when logic and reason cannot explain it. This inner knowing is often referred to as the voice of the soul, and it is a direct connection to the divine. From a young age, you may have noticed that you simply knew things without any logical explanation. You might have predicted events before they happened, or sensed the outcome of a situation long before it unfolded. This gift does not rely on external validation or evidence. It is a deep, spiritual insight that comes from within. Chosen ones often find themselves in situations where their intuition clashes with what seems rational or logical. You might feel a strong pull toward a certain path, even though it makes no sense to those around you, or you may have a deep sense that you should avoid a certain person or situation, even though everything appears fine on the surface. Trusting your intuition is one of the most important lessons you will learn as a chosen one. Albert Einstein once said, "The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant." For chosen ones, this couldn't be more accurate. Your intuition is not something to be used occasionally or as a last resort. It is your primary guide in life, the compass that consistently points you toward your true path. The rational mind has its place, but it is your intuition that knows the direction your soul needs to take. One of the challenges that come with this gift is learning to trust it, especially in a world that often demands proof and explanations for everything. You may find yourself second-guessing your intuition, wondering if you're just imagining things. But the more you listen to it, the stronger it becomes. Intuition is like a muscle. It grows with use, becoming more refined and accurate over time. As your intuition strengthens, you will begin to notice moments of synchronicity, those perfect alignments in life that seem too good to be mere coincidence. Perhaps you'll meet the right person at exactly the right time, or an opportunity will present itself just when you need it. These moments are not random. They are the universe responding to your intuitive guidance, helping you align with your higher purpose. The third spiritual gift of the chosen ones is the gift of healing. When we think of healing, we often imagine physical cures, doctors and medicine. But for chosen ones, healing goes far beyond the physical. It involves the transformation of energy, healing the emotional, spiritual, and energetic bodies of those around you. Chosen ones often possess a natural ability to heal others, even if they don't fully realize it. Your presence alone can have a calming, soothing effect on those who are in pain or distress. People may be drawn to you without knowing why, feeling better after simply talking to you. This is because you are a conduit for divine healing energy. Your vibration is higher, and it tends to lift others out of their emotional or spiritual suffering. From a young age, you may have noticed that people often confide in you or seek your advice, even though you may not always have the answers. Your presence provides comfort, and you are naturally attuned to the emotions and energies of those around you. This is your gift of healing at work. There are many ways in which this gift can manifest. Some chosen ones are drawn to healing professions like nursing, counseling, or energy work, such as Reiki or acupuncture. Others may heal through their art, music, or writing, No matter the form it takes, your gift is about transforming the energy around you. Whether through words, actions, or simply your presence, you help others release stuck or negative energy, allowing for emotional, spiritual, or even physical healing. One of the key aspects of this gift is empathy. You don't just understand someone's pain, you feel it as if it were your own. This deep level of empathy allows you to offer compassion and support that goes beyond mere words. But it also comes with its own challenges. Because you absorb so much of the energy around you, it's easy to become overwhelmed or drained, especially when you are constantly surrounded by people in need. Many chosen ones struggle with this aspect of their gift, often retreating from social situations or needing time alone to recharge. This isn't because you're antisocial, it's because your energy field is constantly working to balance the energies of others. To fully embrace your gift of healing, it's essential to learn how to protect your own energy and establish boundaries. Practices like meditation, grounding exercises, and spending time in nature are crucial for keeping your energy in balance. But healing is not just about others, it's also about healing yourself. As a chosen one, you may find that you have an incredible ability to recover from emotional and physical setbacks more quickly than others. This is because you are connected to the source of all healing energy, the divine. Your body and soul know how to tap into this energy even when you don't consciously realize it. However, healing also comes with great responsibility. Not everyone is ready to be healed, and it's important to recognize that you cannot force healing upon someone who is not open to it. Your role is to offer space for healing to occur, but you must allow others to take their own steps on the journey. This is where discernment becomes essential, and we'll explore that next. The fourth spiritual gift that chosen ones possess is spiritual discernment, the ability to see through illusions and recognize the deeper truth in all situations. In a world filled with distractions, false appearances, and deception, discernment is one of the most important tools a chosen one can have. While many people are easily misled by surface-level appearances or drawn in by false promises, chosen ones can see through these illusions. You have a heightened sense of what is real and what is not, allowing you to navigate a world that often tries to obscure the truth. This gift is not about being skeptical or distrusting of everyone and everything. It's about having a deep spiritual insight that allows you to sense when something isn't as it seems. Whether it's a person whose intentions are not pure, or a situation that looks perfect on the surface but feels off energetically, your gift of discernment alerts you to the truth beneath the surface. You may have experienced this gift in subtle ways, perhaps in a conversation where someone is saying all the right things, but you sense that their energy is not aligned with their words. Or you might enter a seemingly positive environment but feel an underlying tension or negativity that others are oblivious to. This is your spiritual discernment at work, helping you navigate the spiritual and physical worlds with clarity. One of the greatest challenges with this gift is learning to trust it, especially when it contradicts what others are saying or what seems logical. You may find yourself questioning whether you're being paranoid or overly cautious, but it's important to remember that your discernment is a divine gift. It is meant to protect you and guide you, even when it goes against the opinions or beliefs of those around you. Discernment also plays a crucial role in your relationships. While others may be drawn to people based on surface qualities, you can see beyond the facade. You recognize the energy and intentions of those around you, even if they are not aware of it themselves. This can lead to deep, authentic connections with those who are aligned with your higher purpose. However, it can also be challenging when you see through the pretenses of others who are not living in alignment with their true selves. But discernment isn't just about identifying what's wrong, It's also about recognizing what is right. You have the ability to sense when something is truly aligned with your spiritual path, whether it's a relationship, an opportunity, or a decision. This gift allows you to move through life with confidence, knowing that you are making choices based on spiritual truth rather than deception. Spiritual discernment also helps you avoid spiritual traps. As a chosen one, you will encounter many distractions and temptations designed to lead you off your path. These distractions can come in the form of toxic relationships, false teachings, or even inner doubts. But your gift of discernment acts as a spiritual alarm system, alerting you when something is not aligned with your higher purpose. With this gift, however, comes great responsibility. Discernment is not meant to lead you into judgment or condemnation of others. It's not about seeing the flaws in everything and everyone around you. Instead, it's about protecting your spirit and staying true to your path. When used correctly, discernment allows you to walk through life with clarity and purpose, knowing that you are aligned with your soul's mission. The fifth gift is perhaps one of the most mysterious, the gift of prophecy. Chosen ones often possess the ability to see beyond the present moment, gaining insight into future events or sensing shifts in the energetic landscape before they manifest in the physical world. This gift doesn't always present itself in dramatic ways. It may come in subtle forms, such as dreams, flashes of insight, or a deep sense of knowing about what is to come. You may experience moments of déjà vu or feel as though you have already lived through certain experiences. These are signs that your gift of prophecy is active. As a chosen one with this gift, you are attuned to the flow of time in a way that others are not. You may have vivid dreams that later come true, or you might sense the outcome of a situation long before it unfolds. This inner knowing isn't just intuition. It is a direct insight into the future, granted to you by the divine. However, prophecy is not about controlling or predicting the future in a rigid sense. The future is fluid, and what you see or sense may be one of many potential outcomes. Your gift is not meant to dictate the future, but to help you and others prepare for what may come. Prophetic insights are often given to guide you on your spiritual path, helping you align with your soul's purpose. Many chosen ones experience this gift through dreams or visions. You might receive symbolic messages or literal glimpses of future events while you sleep. At other times, prophecy may manifest as a flash of insight or a sudden understanding of a situation that bypasses logic and reason. One of the most challenging aspects of this gift is learning how to interpret the messages you receive. The future is not always set in stone, and the visions or feelings you experience may be metaphors or potential outcomes rather than concrete predictions. This is why it's essential to approach your gift of prophecy with humility and discernment. Another challenge is learning how to share your prophetic insights with others. Not everyone is ready to hear the truth about the future, especially if it involves difficult or uncomfortable information. Sometimes, the best way to share a prophetic insight is through gentle guidance rather than direct statements. This allows the person to come to their own understanding in their own time. Throughout history, prophets have played a significant role in guiding humanity. From biblical prophets to modern spiritual leaders, these individuals used their gift of prophecy to warn, guide, and inspire others. As a chosen one, you may not see yourself as a prophet in the traditional sense, but your gift is no less significant. You are being shown the future because you have the spiritual maturity to handle this knowledge and use it wisely. Prophecy also allows you to understand the larger cycles of life. You may sense when a major life phase is beginning or ending, knowing when a period of growth or challenge is about to start. This insight helps you prepare mentally, emotionally, and spiritually for what lies ahead, allowing you to navigate life's transitions with grace and clarity. But with this gift comes the responsibility of trusting the divine guidance you receive. The future is not always easy to face, especially when it involves challenges or difficult situations. However, your gift is not meant to cause fear or anxiety. It is meant to offer guidance, protection, and preparation. Trust that the visions you receive are given to you for a reason, and that the universe will support you as you navigate what lies ahead. The sixth spiritual gift of the chosen ones is empathy, the ability to feel the emotions, thoughts, and energies of others as if they were your own. Empathy is not just about understanding how someone feels on an intellectual level. It's about actually experiencing their emotions in a deeply personal and energetic way. As a chosen one, you are an open channel for the energies around you. You can sense the emotional climate of a room the moment you walk in, absorbing the emotions of those present, whether they are positive or negative. This gift allows you to connect with others on a profound level, offering them comfort, guidance, and understanding when they need it most. One of the most powerful aspects of empathy is your ability to act as an emotional mirror. When people are around you, they often feel safe to express emotions they've been hiding, even from themselves. This is because your presence reflects back their true emotional state, allowing them to release what they've been holding inside. Many chosen ones find that people are naturally drawn to them, seeking support and comfort even if they don't know why. This is because your energy offers a non-judgmental space for others to be themselves, which is incredibly healing for those who are struggling emotionally or spiritually. However, this gift can also be overwhelming. Because you feel other people's emotions so intensely, it's easy to lose track of what emotions are yours and what belongs to someone else. You might walk away from a conversation feeling drained or anxious, only to realize later that those feelings weren't even your own. Learning to differentiate between your own energy and the energy of others is one of the biggest challenges that chosen ones face with this gift. If not managed properly, empathy can lead to emotional exhaustion or even physical illness. That's why it's essential to establish strong energetic boundaries and practice regular grounding techniques to keep your energy balanced. Empathy is one of the most beautiful and powerful gifts because it allows you to offer deep compassion to those in need. You don't just understand someone's pain from a distance, you feel it. This makes you an incredibly effective healer, counselor, and guide, as your empathy allows you to speak directly to someone's soul. At the same time, empathy gives you insight into what others truly need. You can sense when someone needs space, when they need comfort, or when they need to be pushed out of their comfort zone. This ability to tune into the emotional undercurrents of others makes you a natural leader and healer, capable of guiding people through difficult emotional terrain. But with great empathy comes the need for strong boundaries. While you may feel a strong desire to help everyone who comes to you, it's important to recognize that some people may try to use your empathy for their own benefit. There are those who, whether consciously or not, drain your energy because they are unwilling to deal with their own emotions. This is why boundaries are so crucial for chosen ones with the gift of empathy. Another important lesson with this gift is knowing when to step back. As much as you may want to help everyone, sometimes the most loving thing you can do is allow someone to face their emotions on their own. You cannot heal everyone, and it's not your responsibility to carry the emotional weight of the world. By setting healthy boundaries, grounding yourself regularly, and using your gift with wisdom, you can harness the gift of empathy to transform the lives of those around you, and ultimately to fulfill your higher purpose as a chosen one. The seventh and final spiritual gift of the chosen ones is the gift of divine connection, a direct line of communication with the spiritual realm. This gift grants you access to guidance, wisdom, and insight from higher beings, whether through intuition, signs, dreams, or direct messages from your spirit guides or higher self. If you've ever felt like you're being guided by a force greater than yourself, if you've received inexplicable signs at just the right moment, or if you've experienced moments of profound clarity or peace in the midst of chaos, you are likely experiencing your gift of divine connection. This connection is not something that comes and goes. It is a constant, unwavering bond between you and the divine. Chosen ones are often in constant communication with the spiritual realm, receiving messages and guidance even when they are not consciously aware of it. The gift of divine connection allows you to tap into the universal consciousness, the infinite wisdom of the cosmos. You might receive answers to questions that have been troubling you, not through intellectual reasoning, but through sudden clarity that feels as though it was placed into your mind from above. You might also experience moments of deep peace or certainty, even in the face of difficult circumstances. This is the divine working through you, offering you the guidance you need to continue on your path. Many chosen ones also receive messages through their dreams or meditation. These messages might come in the form of symbols, visions, or direct communications from spiritual beings. Sometimes the messages are subtle, requiring interpretation, while other times they are clear and unmistakable. In either case, the gift of divine connection ensures that you are never walking your path alone. You are always supported, always guided, and always loved by the divine forces that watch over you. One of the most important aspects of this gift is learning to trust it. The guidance you receive from the divine may not always make sense immediately, and it may lead you in directions that seem challenging or confusing at first. But as a chosen one, you are being asked to trust in the process, knowing that the divine sees the bigger picture. Your gift of divine connection also makes you a channel for divine wisdom, not just for yourself, but for others as well. People may come to you for advice or spiritual guidance, drawn to the light and wisdom that you carry. Even if you don't always know the right words to say, when you are tapped into this divine connection, the words flow through you naturally. This is because you are serving as a vessel for divine messages, offering others the guidance they need. Learning to discern between your own thoughts and the messages coming from the divine is crucial in fully harnessing this gift. Divine messages often come with a sense of peace, clarity, and certainty, even if they challenge you. Your own thoughts, on the other hand, may be clouded with doubt, fear, or confusion. The more you practice, the better you will become at distinguishing between the two. This connection also allows you to experience synchronicities, those moments when events, people, or opportunities align perfectly with your path. These are not coincidences. They are signs from the universe that you are on the right track. When you are living in alignment with your divine connection, you'll notice that life begins to flow more smoothly. Things fall into place without much effort, and the right opportunities come to you at the perfect time. However, this gift also comes with its own challenges. Being so connected to the divine can sometimes feel isolating. You may feel misunderstood by those around you who don't share the same level of spiritual awareness. You might also experience moments of doubt, wondering whether the guidance you're receiving is real or just your imagination. But rest assured, chosen one, your connection is real. The more you trust it, the stronger it becomes. To strengthen this gift, it's important to maintain regular spiritual practices, such as meditation, prayer, or quiet reflection. These practices help you stay connected to the divine and open to receiving guidance. They also allow you to deepen your relationship with your spirit guides, angels, or other spiritual beings who are supporting you on your journey. Chosen one, you now know the 7 spiritual gifts that are given only to those who are called for a higher purpose. These gifts, awareness, intuition, healing, discernment, prophecy, empathy, and divine connection, are not random abilities. They are sacred tools given to you to help you fulfill your mission in this lifetime. Each gift plays a vital role in guiding you on your spiritual path, helping you navigate the complexities of life and serve others with wisdom and compassion. But remember, with great gifts come great responsibilities. These abilities are not meant to be used selfishly or to elevate yourself above others. Instead, they are meant to be used in service, to guide, heal, and uplift those who cross your path. By embracing your gifts, you step into your true role as a chosen one, living a life of purpose, spiritual alignment, and divine service. Your journey is unique, and these gifts are your companions along the way. Trust in them, nurture them, and allow them to guide you toward the fulfillment of your highest destiny. The world needs you, chosen one. Now, more than ever, it needs the light, wisdom, and healing that only you can offer. Thank you for being part of this sacred journey and for allowing me to share this message with you. If you found this video helpful, inspiring, or enlightening, please consider subscribing to the channel and joining this growing community of souls on the path to spiritual awakening. Together, we can illuminate the world with love and truth. Thank you, and may your path be ever blessed.
Behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is there anything too difficult for me? Imagine for a moment, standing at the edge of a path you're destined to walk. You feel a powerful force, a calling, pulling you forward. Have you ever sensed a quiet, relentless whisper in your soul, telling you that you are meant for more? That every struggle, every tear, every sleepless night is shaping you for a purpose beyond your wildest dreams? Today, this message is for you, the one chosen, the one handpicked by the Almighty, the one who has walked through fires that were meant to refine, not consume. Maybe you've wondered, does God see my pain? Does He hear my cries? Does He understand the heartbreak I carry? Today, you'll realize He was there all along, preparing blessings beyond anything you can imagine. He is making paths through your wilderness, lifting you to heights that once seemed unreachable. This moment, this message, it's no accident. It's a divine appointment. Chosen one, prepare yourself. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is here. For anyone who finds themselves in the depths of heartache, struggling with discouragement, disappointment, or the weariness of a long, hard journey, know this: Jesus has not forgotten you. He sees your struggles, feels your pain, and is ready to lift you from the ashes of despair into a life filled with divine purpose and fulfillment. He who keeps Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. This God who watches over you is tireless, ever vigilant, protecting you through every storm. As we start this journey together, if you're not already a part of this community, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and turn on notifications. Together, let's embrace the promises God has for you. God has great plans for your life, and right now, as you sit here, feeling the weight of the world, He is preparing to open doors you never even dreamed of. This November, get ready for a shift so profound that it will elevate you to heights beyond your wildest dreams. Doors are about to swing open before you, and opportunities will present themselves in ways that only God could orchestrate. You will no longer blend into the crowd. You will stand out, shining brightly as a beacon of hope, influencing lives with a purpose that goes beyond this world. Behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is there anything too difficult for me? Remember, every challenge, every heartbreak, every discouragement is part of God's plan to prepare you for something magnificent. Through each trial, He's honing your spirit, sharpening your mind, and strengthening your resolve. You are being crafted, molded, and refined for a purpose that only you can fulfill. So hold on, chosen ones. Your breakthrough is near. But behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall you not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Even if you can't see immediate changes, know that in the spiritual realm, you are already leveling up. God is working powerfully behind the scenes, aligning events and orchestrating moments that will ultimately serve His grand design for your life. Reflect on these words from Ephesians 3:20. Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us. God's power is limitless, boundless, able to achieve far beyond what we can envision. This is your moment to press forward, to pursue the dreams burning in your heart, to trust that your presence here is no accident. Consider this as a divine invitation. Perhaps it's a career change you've been hesitant about, or maybe it's a toxic relationship that's holding you back. It could be a nudge to move to a new place, to leave behind familiar yet confining spaces for something new. Just as Abraham obeyed when called to journey into the unknown, we too are often called to step out in faith without knowing what lies ahead. But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Align your life with God's will. Seek His wisdom, and watch as He begins to pour out blessings, to guide your steps, to fulfill needs you didn't even realize you had. Trust that as you prioritize His kingdom, everything else will fall into place. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Even if the road seems unclear, even if the journey feels endless, trust in God's vision for your life. Just like Joseph, who faced betrayal, slavery, and imprisonment before being raised to a position of power, your trials are shaping you, preparing you for a destiny greater than you can imagine. This is your moment to activate your faith, to step boldly into the unknown, and to stand firm in the assurance that God is with you. Just as He did for Moses, He goes before you, preparing a path through even the most daunting obstacles. When Moses was called to lead the Israelites out of Egypt, he didn't feel ready. He was a man with fears, doubts, and insecurities, hesitant to believe that he was the one chosen for such a monumental task. Yet in obedience and faith, Moses stepped forward, and in doing so, he witnessed God's power and glory in ways he could never have imagined. Imagine the weight of the moment. Moses stood before Pharaoh, the most powerful ruler of the time, demanding freedom for God's people. He held his staff over the Red Sea as enemies closed in, witnessing the waters part as God's hand made a way where there was none. Moses saw God's faithfulness as manna rained down to feed His people in the wilderness, and as water sprang forth from a rock to quench their thirst. Each miracle was a reminder that God's strength was greater than Moses' limitations, fears, or weaknesses. It wasn't Moses' ability that mattered. It was his willingness to trust and follow God's lead, even when the path ahead was uncertain. Like Moses, you may feel unqualified, unsure, or even overwhelmed by what lies ahead. But God often calls us to a higher purpose that we can't yet fully see or understand. This is a journey of faith, and God is inviting you to take that first step, even if you don't know where it will lead. It's in these moments of faith that God moves in ways beyond our comprehension. He parts seas, breaks chains, and provides for every need. When we surrender our fears and step out in obedience, God meets us there, making the impossible possible. As you move forward, remember that you're not alone. God is with you, guiding, protecting, and strengthening you each step of the way. Just as he empowered Moses to fulfill his calling despite doubts and fears, he will also equip you for the unique purpose he has prepared for your life. With every step of faith, you open the door for God to reveal his power and love in profound ways. Don't let fear hold you back. Let your faith propel you forward, trusting that God's hand is upon you. Remember Job, a man who faced unimaginable loss and suffering, losing his wealth, his health, even his beloved children. In a single devastating moment, Job's life crumbled. Despite the pain, he held fast to his faith. His friends doubted him, his wife despaired, and even Job himself wrestled with sorrow and questions he could not answer. Yet, in the depths of his suffering, Job chose to trust God, even when he couldn't understand why he was enduring such hardship. His faith was resilient, anchored so deeply in God that no storm could uproot it. Like Job, let your faith become your foundation, trusting that, as you remain steadfast, God is with you, shaping your story and leading you toward restoration and blessing. Job's trials were relentless. He faced days of loneliness, nights of anguish, and a barrage of accusations from those who believed his suffering must be punishment. His friends offered explanations, and he found himself defending his integrity, feeling misunderstood and utterly isolated. Yet amidst it all, Job cried out to God, expressing his heart with honesty, seeking answers and relief. He didn't mask his pain or pretend to understand why he was suffering. Instead, he brought his questions and his agony directly to God, trusting that his Creator was listening. Job's faith was not without struggle. It was real, raw, and tested in the fires of affliction. But through it all, he clung to the hope that God was still sovereign. In the end, God responded, not with immediate explanations, but with a revelation of his power and wisdom that reminded Job of who he is. And because Job remained steadfast, God restored him, not just to his former state, but with blessings that were twice as great as what he had lost. His latter days were more blessed than his beginning. Through his suffering, Job came to know God in a way he never had before, and he found restoration beyond his wildest expectations. Let Job's story remind you that trials, no matter how overwhelming, are only temporary. They are seasons in the journey of faith, opportunities for our trust in God to deepen. God's blessings, on the other hand, are eternal, unshaken by our circumstances. When we keep our faith strong and persevere, God's favor and purpose will be revealed in ways that outshine any momentary hardship. Even in the darkest valleys, He is with us, holding us close and shaping us for something greater. So keep pushing forward, keep believing. Your current trials will pass, but the faith you build through them will last. God sees your struggles, and He honors every step you take in faith. Like Job, your story is not finished. The best chapters are yet to come. And when you come out on the other side, you may find that God has not only restored what was lost, but has multiplied your blessings beyond what you could have imagined. Prayer is one of our greatest gifts and tools, a direct line to God's heart that empowers us to draw strength, comfort, and wisdom from Him. Through prayer, we not only reach out to God but also open our hearts to His presence, inviting Him into our lives and circumstances. It's a sacred exchange where we lay down our burdens and, in return, receive His peace and guidance. As Paul writes in 1 Thessalonians 5:16-18, "Rejoice always, pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus." This verse calls us to a life filled with joy, gratitude, and constant communication with God, a life where prayer is as natural as breathing. When we pray continually, we allow God to be a part of every moment, both joyful and challenging. In moments of darkness or uncertainty, prayer becomes a lifeline. No matter how bleak things may appear, lifting your voice in prayer creates a bridge between you and God, allowing Him to meet you right where you are. And in that sacred space, He offers peace, a peace that surpasses all understanding, calming fears, and reassuring you of His love and presence. You are not meant to walk this journey alone. God designed us to live in community, to share our lives, and to support one another through both joys and challenges. Hebrews 10:24-25 reminds us, "And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another." This verse is a call to gather, to uplift, and to grow together in faith, reinforcing the strength and resilience that comes from a community bound by love. In a world that often feels isolating, finding a community of believers can be a source of incredible encouragement and inspiration. Whether it's a church congregation, a small group, or a circle of friends who share your faith, these relationships become a lifeline. Within this community, you'll find people who will stand with you in prayer, rejoice with you in victories, and support you through life's storms. Together, you become a reflection of Christ's love, showing kindness, patience, and grace to one another. When you're feeling weary or discouraged, this community can be the reminder you need to keep moving forward, lifting your spirits and reigniting your faith. And as you grow together, you have the opportunity to inspire others as well, using your gifts and experiences to encourage those around you. As you stand on the edge of a new beginning, remember that every ending, no matter how final it may seem, is simply a stepping stone to something greater. Life's transitions are often filled with uncertainty, yet they are also filled with promise. In Isaiah 43:18-19, God speaks directly to this truth. "Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." These words offer hope, reminding us that God is always at work, transforming what seems desolate into a place of new life. When you let go of the past, its disappointments, regrets, and even its successes, you make room for the new things God wants to bring into your life. God's new thing may not be immediately visible, but it's there, quietly taking shape. Just as a stream finds its way through the dry land, God's blessings often emerge in ways we don't expect, surprising us with new paths, opportunities, and joy. God is creating new paths for you, even in the places that seem barren and lifeless. When it feels as though hope has dried up or doors have closed, remember that God is a master of transformation, bringing life and purpose to even the most desolate places. He takes what seems broken or lost and renews it, often in ways we could never imagine. Consider the story of Rahab, a woman whose faith in God led to her salvation. Living in Jericho, she risked her life to protect the Israelite spies, trusting in the God of Israel rather than the walls of her city. Because of her courage and faith, Rahab and her family were saved from destruction, and her life took an extraordinary turn. Rahab became part of Israel's community, and even more astonishingly, she was grafted into the lineage of Jesus Christ. Through Rahab's story, we see that faith can reshape any life, regardless of past mistakes or labels. Then there's Paul, who began as a fierce persecutor of Christians, determined to stamp out the early church. But in a moment of divine intervention, God met Paul on the road to Damascus, turning his life completely around. Paul went from a man of violence and opposition to one of the most passionate apostles of the faith, spreading the gospel with tireless dedication. His transformation reminds us that no one is beyond God's reach, that His grace and purpose can radically change any heart willing to receive it. These stories show us that God is always working, opening doors and creating new paths, even when we feel we're in a wasteland. Trust in His transforming power, for He can turn any life into a story of redemption and purpose. You are chosen, you are called, and God has uniquely designed you for good works that He prepared in advance. Embrace this calling, knowing that your journey may be difficult, but it is filled with divine purpose. Hope is your anchor. As Romans 15:13 declares, "May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in Him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Let hope guide you through the darkest valleys, giving you strength and courage each day. Jesus calls out to those who are weary in Matthew 11:28-30, saying, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls." Turn to Him and find the peace only He can give. As we close, take this message to heart. Don't let it fade away. Let it inspire you to take bold steps of faith, to trust in God's timing, and to act on the calling He's placed within you. If this message has touched your heart, let us know by commenting "Amen" as a declaration of faith. For those who feel led, join us on this journey by subscribing and becoming part of a community that stands together in faith, supporting each other through every trial and celebrating every victory. Together, we can spread the light of God's Word, igniting hope in the hearts of many. Let us end in prayer. Heavenly Father, we come before you with grateful hearts. As we enter this month of November, we thank you for your faithfulness. We declare this month a season of miracles, breakthroughs, and divine encounters. May every seed planted in faith come to harvest. Open doors, answer prayers, and let your blessings flow abundantly over us. Fill us with strength, clarity, and direction. Let us walk in supernatural favor, fulfilling the calling you've placed within us. We lift up our nation, asking for peace, unity, and healing. And Lord, we proclaim that every trial we face will lead to victory by your power. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen and amen. Chosen ones, go forth knowing that God's promises for you are real. Hold on to your faith, for the best is yet to come. May your days be filled with hope, your steps guided by love, and your heart lifted by the assurance that you are never alone. Have you ever found yourself feeling trapped in a cycle of financial hardship, wondering why, despite your intelligence, skills, and hard work, you can't seem to break free? It's a frustrating reality for many people, but for those on a spiritual journey, those who are often referred to as chosen ones, this struggle takes on a deeper meaning. If you're watching this, chances are you've already felt it, a sense that your life doesn't follow the conventional rules of success and prosperity. Perhaps you've noticed that no matter how much effort you put into a job or how many hours you work, the financial reward just doesn't seem to match your energy. Or maybe, deep down, you know that you could pursue a more lucrative career, but something stops you, a quiet voice inside that tells you that material wealth isn't your true path. The reason, dear one, is that you are a chosen one. You carry a unique light, a spiritual purpose that is so powerful, it often puts you at odds with the conventional ways of the world. Your very energy disrupts the status quo, and that includes how you interact with money and financial systems. In this video, we will explore 7 reasons why chosen ones often find themselves struggling financially, and more importantly, how these struggles can be transformed into powerful tools for spiritual growth and abundance. By the end, you will see that your financial challenges are not a punishment or a sign of failure, but rather a divine process of purification, preparation, and alignment with a higher form of prosperity. Before we begin, if you resonate with this message and are seeking more guidance on your journey, consider subscribing to our channel. We're here to provide insight and support as you walk this extraordinary path. Together, we uncover the hidden wisdom that guides us all towards spiritual and material abundance. One of the most common reasons chosen ones struggle financially is because they consciously or subconsciously reject materialism. Society tells us that money is the ultimate measure of success, but for someone on a spiritual path, this idea often feels empty and shallow. You prioritize authenticity, spiritual growth, and purpose over the pursuit of financial gain. The very thought of accumulating wealth for the sake of wealth doesn't resonate with your soul. Many chosen ones find themselves in careers that align with their values, healing, teaching, creating. But these paths often don't lead to immediate financial success. You may choose jobs or business ventures that nourish your spirit, but not necessarily your bank account. This isn't because you lack skills or ambition. Rather, it's because you're guided by a deeper calling that doesn't always translate into material wealth in the conventional sense. When you prioritize peace, creativity, and fulfillment over money, it can feel like you're falling behind in the world's eyes. But this is not a setback. In truth, it's a sign that you're living in alignment with your soul's purpose. You understand that there are riches far greater than money: love, connection, wisdom, and peace. The challenge lies in staying true to these values, even when financial pressures mount. The first step in transforming this struggle is to recognize that your rejection of materialism is not a flaw, but a conscious choice. You are walking a unique path that few understand, and though it may seem lonely at times, it is leading you to a wealth far beyond the material. When you shift your focus from what you lack financially to the spiritual abundance you possess, you will begin to see that you are already rich in ways that matter most. Another reason chosen ones often struggle financially is due to an energetic misalignment with traditional wealth-building methods. The typical paths to financial success, whether it's climbing the corporate ladder, investing in businesses, or pursuing high-income careers, are often built on values and motivations that don't resonate with your higher self. You operate on a different vibrational frequency. Your energy is more attuned to healing, teaching, or creating positive change in the world, activities that don't always lead to immediate financial gain. You are driven by a deep desire to serve, to uplift others, and to bring light into the world. But this focus on service can create an imbalance where your spiritual energy is aligned with something higher, while your financial reality remains tied to outdated systems of wealth creation that prioritize profit over purpose. This misalignment often leaves chosen ones feeling financially depleted but spiritually enriched. You may find yourself passionately working on projects that fill your heart but empty your wallet. Others might look at your life and wonder why you don't pursue more lucrative opportunities. But for you, the idea of doing something solely for money feels soul-crushing. This can be frustrating, especially when you see others succeeding financially while you struggle to make ends meet. But remember, you are working on a different plane, one that prioritizes spiritual rewards over material ones. To realign yourself with financial abundance, it's important to understand that money is also energy. Just as you channel energy into healing or creating, you can learn to channel energy into manifesting financial resources that support your higher purpose. Start by examining your beliefs about money. Do you view it as inherently corrupt or unspiritual? Do you feel guilty for wanting financial stability? These beliefs create energetic blocks that prevent money from flowing into your life. When you heal your relationship with money and begin to see it as a tool for supporting your soul's mission, you will open yourself to new opportunities for financial abundance. Chosen ones are often called to live a life centered around purpose, not profit. Your divine calling may involve healing others, spreading light, or helping people awaken to their true selves. These are missions that do not always come with a steady paycheck. In fact, many of the most spiritually aligned paths require financial sacrifices. You may find that your true work, your calling, requires you to walk away from financially lucrative paths in order to stay true to your purpose. This can be a difficult decision, especially when financial security is at stake. But your soul knows that true wealth is not found in a paycheck. It's found in the fulfillment that comes from living in alignment with your divine calling. Over time, this focus on purpose over profit teaches you resilience and resourcefulness. You learn to find value in places others overlook. You develop a mindset that is less attached to material wealth and more attuned to spiritual abundance. And as you deepen your connection with your purpose, you will begin to attract opportunities that are aligned with both your spiritual and financial needs. It's important to remember that living your purpose does not mean you have to sacrifice financial stability forever. The universe is abundant, and when you trust in your divine calling, You will eventually be guided to the right opportunities, ones that provide both spiritual fulfillment and financial reward. But this often requires patience, faith, and a willingness to walk the less traveled path. Many chosen ones carry deep-seated financial blocks that stem from past experiences or ancestral patterns. These blocks often manifest as limiting beliefs about money, such as the belief that wealth is evil, or that you must struggle in order to be spiritual. These beliefs are not yours. They are inherited from your family, your culture, or past lifetimes. As you undergo spiritual transformation, these blocks rise to the surface, demanding to be healed. This can be a painful process, as it often involves facing deep-seated fears around money and security. But it is essential to clear these blocks if you want to align with the abundance that is truly available to you. You may also be carrying the financial struggles of your ancestors within your energetic field. As a chosen one, part of your mission is to break these generational cycles of scarcity and lack. This is no easy task, but it is a crucial part of your spiritual journey. You are here not only to heal yourself, but to heal the financial wounds of your lineage. To begin clearing these blocks, it's important to acknowledge their presence and understand where they come from. Spend time reflecting on your beliefs about money and ask yourself whether they truly serve your highest good. Consider using meditation, energy healing, or journaling to release these old patterns and replace them with new, empowering beliefs about financial abundance. Financial instability often serves as a test of faith and trust for chosen ones. The universe is asking you to trust in a higher plan, even when the financial path ahead seems unclear. This period of struggle is not a punishment. It is a way for the universe to strengthen your connection to the divine and teach you to rely on spiritual abundance rather than material wealth. During times of financial hardship, it's easy to fall into fear and doubt. You may question whether the universe has abandoned you or whether you're on the right path. But remember, this is a test of your resilience, your faith, and your ability to trust in the unseen forces that are always working in your favor. When you can surrender your fears and trust that the universe will provide for your needs, you open yourself up to a flow of prosperity that is not limited by earthly standards. This doesn't mean that money will magically appear overnight, but it does mean that opportunities will arise when you least expect them, and in ways you may not have anticipated. To strengthen your faith during times of financial struggle, practice gratitude for what you do have. Shift your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in your life. Trust that the universe is guiding you, even when the path ahead is unclear. And remember that your financial struggles are temporary. They are part of a larger divine plan that is preparing you for something greater. Your financial struggles are not random. They are intentional. The universe is using this time to prepare you for a greater purpose. Without the distractions of financial comfort, you are given the space to focus fully on your spiritual growth and align with your true essence. Think of this period as the cocoon stage before the butterfly emerges. You are being stripped of old beliefs, habits, and attachments that no longer serve your highest good. This process can be painful, but it is necessary for your transformation. As you go through this period of purification, you are honing your skills, deepening your spiritual connection, and preparing to take on a role that will have a significant impact on the world. Your financial struggles are not a punishment. They are a preparation for the destiny that awaits you. The key to navigating this stage is to trust the process and surrender to the divine timing of your life. Know that everything you are experiencing is serving a higher purpose, even if you cannot yet see it. Trust that when the time is right, you will emerge from this cocoon stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true purpose. Finally, chosen ones often struggle financially because their understanding of life and wealth is fundamentally different from the conventional world. You see beyond the superficial appearances of money and success, understanding that true abundance comes from living in harmony with your soul's purpose. For you, wealth is not measured in dollars and cents, but in love, wisdom, kindness, and spiritual growth. You are not here to fit into a system that does not honor your spirit. You are here to create a new paradigm, one where wealth is measured not by material possessions, but by the richness of your soul. This perspective can make it difficult to thrive in traditional financial systems, but it also frees you from the limitations of those systems. You are not bound by the same rules as others because you are working on a higher plane. Your financial struggles are not a sign of failure. They are a sign that you are living in alignment with your true values. As you continue on your spiritual journey, you will begin to attract the type of abundance that resonates with your soul. This may not look like conventional wealth, but it will provide you with everything you need to fulfill your purpose. And in the end, that is the only kind of wealth that truly matters. Dear one, your financial struggles are not a curse. They are a divine preparation for something greater. Being broke does not mean being powerless. In fact, it is during these times of financial hardship that you are being shaped, strengthened, and aligned with your true purpose. Remember, the universe is abundant, and you are a part of that abundance. Your journey is not about fitting into the conventional norms of society, but about creating a new paradigm, one where wealth is measured in love, wisdom, and spiritual growth. As you navigate your financial struggles, trust in the divine timing of your life. Know that you are being prepared for something greater, and that when the time is right, the universe will reward you with a form of prosperity that aligns perfectly with who you are. In the meantime, embrace the lessons that come with financial hardship. They are teaching you resilience, faith, and trust in the unseen forces that are always working in your favor. And remember, you are already wealthy in ways that money cannot measure. If you resonate with this message, share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue to build a community of chosen souls who understand that true wealth comes from within. Thank you for staying until the end, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more insights on spirituality and evolution. Until next time, remember, you are a masterpiece in progress, complete yet always evolving. Peace and light to you on your journey. What if the day you were born wasn't just an ordinary day, but a cosmic key to unlocking your higher purpose? What if your birth date contains the blueprint of your soul's potential, pointing to a spiritual destiny that you might only be beginning to understand? Whether you've pondered these questions before, or this is your first encounter with such an idea, you're about to embark on a profound journey, one that could shift your perception of life, destiny, and the universe itself. In this video, we'll explore the ancient wisdom surrounding birth dates, astrology, numerology, and the signs that may indicate you have a spiritual destiny. Whether you feel a deep sense of purpose within you, or are simply curious about what the universe might have in store, this detailed exploration will offer insights, guidance, and a deeper understanding of your personal journey. The idea of being spiritually selected, or chosen, is a concept that has echoed through religious and spiritual beliefs for millennia. It appears in sacred texts, from the prophets of the Bible to the enlightened beings of Buddhist teachings, and in modern spirituality. But what does it truly mean to be chosen? Is it a gift, a burden, or perhaps both? In some traditions, being chosen means being a messenger, an intermediary between the divine and humanity. These individuals are often believed to have unique insights, powers, or responsibilities that set them apart. They may be seen as healers, visionaries, or spiritual guides, endowed with the ability to lead others toward greater understanding and awakening. However, being chosen is not always depicted as a privilege. It often comes with immense challenges, as seen in the lives of figures like Moses, who led his people through immense hardship, or Joan of Arc, whose faith drove her to victory but also led to her eventual martyrdom. It's important to note that the concept of being chosen is not about superiority. It's not about being better than others. Instead, it suggests that some individuals may have a specific role or purpose within the grand tapestry of existence. In many spiritual traditions, everyone is chosen in their own way. Each of us has a unique purpose to fulfill, though the paths we take and the gifts we are given may vary. Your birth date has long been considered a key to understanding your spiritual potential in numerous cultures. The moment you were born is thought to carry the energy of the celestial alignments at that time, infusing you with certain traits, challenges, and possibilities. From the cosmic rhythm of the planets to the mystical significance of numbers, your birth date can be seen as a roadmap to your spiritual destiny. Let's explore some of the key spiritual lenses through which your birth date might be interpreted. Astrology, the ancient study of the stars and their influence on human affairs, offers one of the most well-known frameworks for understanding the significance of birth dates. The idea behind astrology is that the movements and alignments of celestial bodies at the time of your birth influence your personality, your strengths, and your spiritual path. Your zodiac sign, determined by the position of the sun on the day you were born, is just one piece of the astrological puzzle. Each planet in our solar system is associated with different aspects of life and personality. For example, Mercury governs communication, Venus rules love and relationships, and Saturn influences discipline and life lessons. The intricate relationships between these planets, as mapped out in your birth chart, are believed to shape who you are on a deeper level. Individuals born under water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, are often seen as highly intuitive, emotionally attuned, and spiritually sensitive. Water signs are connected to the realms of emotion, dreams, and psychic awareness. Many astrologers believe that those with strong water sign influences in their charts are natural empaths, healers, or spiritual guides. They have an innate ability to sense the energies around them and often feel deeply connected to the spiritual dimensions of life. On the other hand, those born under fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, may be seen as spiritual leaders, capable of inspiring others with their passion, courage, and vision. Fire signs are associated with creativity, action, and transformation. These individuals may feel a burning desire to make a significant impact on the world, often through leadership roles or spiritual teachings that encourage others to embrace their own inner power. While your sun sign provides insight into your core personality, it's the aspects between the planets in your birth chart that reveal the nuances of your spiritual potential. Harmonious aspects like trines, 120-degree angles between planets such as Neptune, the planet of spirituality, and Jupiter, the planet of expansion, with personal planets like the sun or moon, are often seen as indicators of spiritual gifts. Those with these alignments may find that spiritual wisdom comes naturally to them, and they may have an innate ability to guide others on their own spiritual journeys. Another point of interest in many astrological charts is the placement of Chiron, a celestial body often referred to as the wounded healer, a title inspired by Greek mythology. In myth, Chiron was a wise and compassionate centaur who, despite his extraordinary healing abilities, could not heal his own wound. This paradox symbolizes a powerful spiritual lesson. Our deepest wounds, when confronted and understood, can become the very source of our greatest strengths and gifts to the world. In astrology, Chiron represents the areas of life where we experience our deepest pain, insecurities, or trauma. Yet, it is also where we hold the greatest potential for personal transformation and healing. Individuals with a prominent Chiron placement in their birth chart are often called to heal others, not through perfection, but by sharing the wisdom they've gained through their own struggles. They may find that the very wounds which once caused them suffering become the source of empathy, insight, and a profound ability to guide others through similar challenges. In many ways, Chiron teaches us that it is through embracing our vulnerabilities that we unlock our most powerful gifts. If astrology offers insights through the stars, numerology provides a way of decoding the spiritual significance of numbers. In numerology, each number is thought to vibrate with a particular energy, and the numbers derived from your birth date can reveal profound insights into your life path, purpose, and spiritual potential. One of the foundational concepts in numerology is the life path number, which is calculated by reducing the digits of your birth date to a single number. For example, if you were born on September 15, 1990, you would calculate your life path number as follows. 9 plus 1 plus 5 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 0 equals 34, then 3 plus 4 equals Yeram. In this example, your life path number would be 7, a number associated with spirituality, wisdom, and introspection. Each life path number is associated with different characteristics and potential destinies. Some numbers, such as 11, 22, and 33, are considered master numbers in numerology and are believed to carry special spiritual significance. Those with these numbers may feel a heightened sense of responsibility to fulfill their spiritual potential and to serve others in meaningful ways. Let's take a brief look at the significance of each life path number. Life path 1, leadership, independence, and originality. Those with a life path 1 are often seen as trailblazers, forging new paths in their spiritual and personal lives. Life path 2, cooperation, diplomacy, and sensitivity. These individuals are natural peacemakers and may feel drawn to healing relationships and fostering harmony. Life path 3, creativity, self-expression, and joy. People with a life path 3 often bring light to others through their creative or artistic talents. Life path 4, stability, practicality, and determination. Those with this life path may find their spiritual calling in grounding and supporting others through difficult times. Life path 5, freedom, adventure, and adaptability. People with a life path 5 often feel called to explore different spiritual philosophies and ways of being. Life path 6, harmony, responsibility, and nurturing. These individuals are often caregivers or healers, dedicated to making the world a better place. Life path 7, analysis, spirituality, and wisdom. Life path 7 is deeply introspective, often drawn to mystical or spiritual studies. Life path 8, authority, material success, and power. Life path 8. Individuals may feel called to use their influence for positive change, balancing spiritual and material success. Life path 9, humanitarianism, compassion, and artistic talents. Those with a life path 9 often feel a strong desire to serve humanity and to contribute to the greater good. In addition to the general principles of astrology and numerology, certain dates are considered particularly significant in spiritual traditions. These dates may be linked to celestial events, repeating number patterns, or other mystical associations. Let's take a closer look at some of these key dates and what they might signify. January 1st. As the first day of the Gregorian calendar year, January 1st is often associated with new beginnings and leadership. Those born on this day may have a pioneering spirit and a natural ability to inspire others. February 29th. This rare birthday, which only occurs in leap years, is sometimes associated with unique destiny. Those born on this day may be seen as having special gifts or an unusual life path, often linked to heightened intuition or psychic abilities. March 21st, the spring equinox in the Northern Hemisphere. March 21st marks the astrological new year and the start of the zodiac with Aries. It symbolizes rebirth and new beginnings. Individuals born on this day might be natural leaders with a strong drive to initiate change. April 11th. In numerology, this date reduces to the master number 11, associated with spiritual insight and enlightenment. People born on this date are often believed to have a strong connection to the spiritual realm and may be natural visionaries or inspirational figures. May 5th. The repeating number pattern of 5/5 in numerology is associated with change and freedom. Those born on this day may have a natural adaptability and a talent for inspiring others to embrace personal growth and transformation. June 21st. The summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere. June 21st is the longest day of the year. It is associated with light, growth, and nurturing. Individuals born on this day may have a natural ability to care for and support others in their spiritual development. July 7th. The repeating number 7/7 is significant in many spiritual traditions, as 7 is often considered a deeply spiritual number. Those born on this date may have a natural affinity for spiritual studies and practices. August 8th. The repeating number 8/8 is associated in numerology with power, authority, and material success. In a spiritual context, this could translate to the power to effect positive change and the responsibility to use material success for higher purposes. September 9th. The date, 9/9, resonates with the energies of the number 9, which represents completion, humanitarianism, and spiritual wisdom. Those born on this day may feel a strong call to serve humanity and share their spiritual insights. October 10th. This date reduces to 1 in numerology, representing new beginnings. In the context of the 10th month, it may indicate someone who can initiate new spiritual cycles or teachings. November 11th. The date. 11/11 is considered highly significant in many spiritual circles. It is associated with spiritual awakening, enlightenment, and the bridging of the physical and spiritual realms. Those born on this day may be natural light workers or spiritual teachers. December 21st. The winter solstice in the northern hemisphere, December 21st, marks the longest night of the year and the gradual return of light. It is associated with rebirth and transformation. Individuals born on this day may have a natural ability to guide others through periods of darkness towards spiritual illumination. These are just a few examples of dates considered spiritually significant in various traditions. It's important to remember that every day holds the potential for spiritual significance, and individuals born on any date can embark on a meaningful spiritual journey. Your birth date might offer interesting insights into your potential spiritual gifts or challenges, but it doesn't predetermine your path. Ultimately, it's your choices, actions, and dedication to personal growth that shape your spiritual journey. You might be wondering if there are any signs or experiences that could suggest you're one of the chosen ones. While there are no definitive answers, certain traits and life experiences may hint at a deeper spiritual role. Here are some potential indicators. One sign is strong intuition. If you often have gut feelings that turn out to be correct or experience déjà vu frequently, this heightened sense of knowing might point to a deeper connection with spiritual truths. Similarly, individuals with empathic abilities can easily sense and absorb others' emotions, sometimes feeling overwhelmed in crowded places. This heightened emotional sensitivity is often seen as a marker of spiritual empathy. Another clue could be your vivid dreams, which are often prophetic or filled with symbolic messages that feel significant. Many believe dreams can serve as a communication channel between the spiritual realm and us. Likewise, if you frequently encounter synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that seem too perfect to be random, these may be guiding signs from the universe, pointing you toward your spiritual path. Some people possess natural healing abilities, where others feel better simply in their presence, or they have a knack for saying just the right words to comfort or heal others, emotionally or spiritually. Coupled with this, if you have always felt an attraction to spiritual topics like philosophy, spirituality, or the mysteries of the universe, this intellectual curiosity could be a sign of a spiritual calling. You might also feel different from others, like you don't quite fit into societal norms or expectations, as if you're meant for something greater or different. This sense of not belonging could be an indicator that your soul carries a unique purpose. Alongside this, if you have a strong sense of purpose despite any uncertainty, you may feel a persistent inner calling to make a significant impact on the world, even if you're not entirely sure how yet. Some individuals experience unexplained phenomena, paranormal or spiritual encounters that defy logical explanation, such as visions or overwhelming spiritual connections. These occurrences can be another clue toward a divine mission. Lastly, having heightened sensitivity to energies, environments, or even certain foods might indicate a spiritual awareness that allows you to tune into energies others may not perceive. While these traits might suggest a spiritual calling, they are not exclusive to chosen ones. Everyone has the potential for spiritual growth and to positively impact the world. If you resonate with these experiences, it might be worth exploring your spiritual path more deeply. However, even without grand signs, a quiet sense of purpose or a deepening connection to the divine can also indicate a special spiritual role. While the idea of being chosen may suggest a predetermined destiny, it's essential to understand the role free will plays in your spiritual journey. Your birth date, astrological chart, or numerological profile may suggest certain potentials or tendencies, but they do not dictate a fixed path. You always have the power to choose how to live, grow, and evolve. Being born on a spiritually significant date doesn't guarantee enlightenment or a specific destiny. It's up to you to recognize your potential and act on it. Conversely, being born on any other date doesn't limit your capacity for spiritual growth or leadership. Free will means that you have the ability to shape your own spiritual path. You can choose to develop your intuitive gifts, seek knowledge, practice compassion, or ignore these aspects altogether. The choice is yours. This interplay between potential and choice creates a dynamic spiritual journey. Your birth date might offer a starting point or a hint at your spiritual potential, but it's your decisions and actions that truly define your path. True spiritual growth often comes from consciously choosing to align with your higher purpose, regardless of the date you were born. Recognizing your spiritual potential is just the first step. To truly harness and develop your gifts, a lifelong journey of dedication, practice, and patience is required. One powerful way to cultivate your abilities is through meditation, which helps quiet the mind, enhances intuition, and deepens your connection to your higher self. Through meditation, you can unlock greater spiritual awareness and insight. Along with this, practicing mindfulness, the art of being fully present in each moment, heightens your sensitivity to the spiritual world, allowing you to tune into subtle energies and divine guidance. Another key element in spiritual growth is study. Exploring various spiritual traditions, philosophies, and practices broadens your perspective, offering valuable knowledge that can enhance your journey. Keeping a journal of your dreams, intuitions, and spiritual experiences can provide a space to track your progress, process emotions, and gain deeper insights into your personal spiritual path. Engaging in energy work, whether through Reiki or yoga, can help you attune to the subtle energies around you, strengthening your ability to heal and support others. Likewise, spending time in nature helps ground your spirit, providing a direct link to the divine and fostering a sense of harmony with the natural world. Another essential practice is service to others. By engaging in selfless acts of kindness and compassion, you not only grow spiritually but also understand your role in the larger web of existence. Tools like divination, such as tarot or the I Ching, can also serve as guides, helping you develop your intuition and navigate your spiritual path with clarity. Reinforcing your spiritual potential with positive affirmations, spoken words of truth and power, can further align you with your highest self. Finally, surrounding yourself with a community of like-minded individuals provides valuable support, shared learning, and encouragement. A spiritual community offers insight, connection, and the opportunity for collective growth, all of which are vital on your journey to nurturing your spiritual gifts. Remember, what works for one person may not work for another. Be patient with yourself and trust your own path of discovery. If you believe you're chosen or spiritually gifted, it's crucial to approach this belief with humility and responsibility. Being chosen isn't about superiority or special privileges. Instead, it's about having a specific role to play in the greater tapestry of existence. True spiritual leaders don't seek power or acclaim for themselves. They serve others, work for the greater good, and use their gifts to uplift humanity. They understand that their abilities come with a profound responsibility to make a positive impact on the world. This responsibility extends to continuous self-improvement and ethical living. It means striving to embody the spiritual principles you believe in, even when it's challenging. It involves using your insights or abilities not for personal gain, but to help guide others on their spiritual journeys. Your birth date may offer clues about your spiritual path, but it doesn't define you. Every soul has a unique purpose. Your task is to discover that purpose and live it fully. Whether chosen or not, you have the power to make your life spiritually meaningful through your choices and actions. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Has your birthday played a significant role in your spiritual journey? Share your experiences in the comments below, and for more spiritual videos, Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Be sure to watch our other videos as well and keep seeking, growing, and shining your light in the world.